Hello everyone. Before we start the show, have a little chat about Patreon. You need to get over to Patreon. Why, Dean?
Because we've got loads of stuff on there, Amy. Back to the studio. Now, we've got loads of stuff over on Patreon. If you don't know what Patreon is, it's a way you can financially support us as a podcast. You can start up for as little as £3 a month, and that gets you access to everything. We've got like extra episode a week. We've got live shows on there, live talent shows where we have mates come on. Don't know what's going to happen. People can win cash prizes. Tell them more about it, Amy.
Well, and also depending on what tier you go, you get like signed prints and members only club cards and shit like that. You can also send in questions for our guests if you specifically want to ask them something. That's like a direct link to some famous people that we have. That's good, isn't it? Dean, back to you, Dean.
That is Amy. Thank you very much. We also have specials that we've been doing. We've got a VR special that's just gone up with Ishan Akbar. We've got Axe Throwing special, Sports Day on Substances, where we all played sports games. It was dead fun. We're going to have loads of new specials coming on in the future. What else? Back to you, Amy.
We're doing Dungeons and Dragons, which I'm really excited about. We're all going to be goblins, and we're all going to be on substances and be goblins, and I can't wait, and I hope we do it regularly, and that'll be on Patreon. What else, Dean?
We've discount codes on merch, early access to tickets, free live show tickets if you're a £10 patron. That's a free ticket every month.
7 days early.
And 7 days early access, sometimes 8 days if we're feeling beep, 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 beep. This just in, 8 days early access sometimes, and sometimes it's 7 days. But either way, you get it a week before anybody else does. For just £3 a month, sick that, innit? £1.50 each a month you're giving us.
What's that?
What's that? I know it's a cost of living crisis, but we're poor too.
Yeah, help us out. We're trying to like rep the Northwest, innit? And the pubs of this here country.
Yeah, so get on it. There's loads of stuff on there. It's always growing. It's always getting bigger. It's always getting better. It's fantastic. Good value for money. Get on the Patreon. We love you, and we
really appreciate all your support and your love, and thank you, and see you on Patreon.
Back to you at home. That's you guys.
Back to Dean for the weather.
Cold outside.
Hello, Philip.
I went like, straight in. Always freaks me out.
No time. We're back. It's nearly 4:20. Big Phill Ellis is in the house.
Yes.
Episode 101.
Wow.
Oh, is it?
101.
You just missed out on the big 100.
Well, this is the better one, is it? The room 101 where you put all your shit and all
yeah,
the things you hate.
Wow.
Great to be here, guys.
Looking fresh. Had a new haircut for us and everything. No.
I did, yeah. I genuinely had a haircut about an hour before I got on the train.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah,
I feel self-conscious about it now. I've brought
no,
it up.
I do now. I forgot I had it. But yeah, I've gone for a fade.
Nice.
Lovely.
I like it.
One of my favourite things is when someone has the fringe cut too short.
Yeah, that's
it's
what I
did. It's nothing.
Like, well, short yours.
Way too fucking short.
Because obviously they hate it. But it's nothing detrimental enough where you feel sorry for them.
Yeah.
It's just hair.
Yes, it's going to grow back and that,
yeah,
innit?
but for a while.
It's proper
you look
wounding
like
when you get a
like,
shit haircut, though, for a bit, innit?
Oh, it's awful. You're like,
ah.
who's that in the mirror? It's not me, that.
I burnt my hair once with hair straighteners when I was like proper
emo.
Like used to straighten my hair.
Oh, did you have it over the eyes?
Yeah,
kind of.
across,
I love it.
yeah. So, but I was proper happy with how it was. You know, it was just in a good hair zone.
Yeah.
And then one day, I think something broke on the straighteners, like didn't stop cooling down. I went, and just burnt it all off in my hand, and I went, wow, that was mad, wasn't it? Tried it again. I went, that was weird, wasn't it? Why did that happen? Just done it again. Just burnt all my fringe off. And like had to go into school with like my fringe burnt off and that. I was like, oh, this is wounded. And I had to get my hair cut. It's never been the same since.
Oh, could you not got away with like being even like maybe just shaving that side off and just pretending it's a thing?
I would have got expelled from school.
Oh, would you?
One of my mates.
What a way to go out.
Well, it's mad though. Isn't it? My mate like proper bicked his head, and because he went as Dr. Evil for Halloween one year, and got suspended for like 4 weeks because his hair was too short.
What if you're having
chemo?
Treatment?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chemo.
I associate.
There's a t-shirt.
I associate Bic with the pen.
Yeah, the razors as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's not someone going mad with a.
No, he didn't just colour his head in blue.
A biro.
That's. I think that's worthy of being sent home for having a blue head.
I like the
just shaving his head.
Vic went, well, we make razors, we need to branch out. Pens.
Yeah.
All the other way around. It is a bit of a leap, isn't it?
But either way, that's all they've done, innit?
Yeah.
It's just like we smash razors, make the best
Yeah,
pens,
yeah.
I think,
Yeah, yeah.
arguably, innit?
I think so.
Yeah.
Stupid
And they
rules
just went,
in
"We're out."
school, though, innit? Stupid rules.
Mm.
I got in trouble once because I had a clear nose piercing in. She sent me to the office, but I didn't go. I just detoured on the way.
Ooh.
And then she found me later and was like, "Good to see you've took that out," and it was still in.
Sucker.
Oh, really?
Bloody hell.
Stupid, yeah.
I got nothing for my night tick.
In the back
Did you have a night tick?
Yeah.
in the back of his head.
Yeah.
It was red as well, wasn't it?
Yeah. I got no reprimand.
No?
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe
Like
they
I've
were
been
scared
marked.
of you.
Yeah.
That's
I wonder
mad.
why they didn't say nothing.
Yeah, it was bonkers. Family members though, they were.
Or maybe they were just like,
Yeah.
if we discipline him, he may shoot the school.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just thought, I was trying to make friends. Leave
Yeah.
him to it.
It'll be dead fun, James.
Trying
Go and
to
get
fit
it.
in.
Go and get it done.
Yeah.
I will.
I
Why
wish
have
I'd
you
done
guys not got it?
something. I didn't do anything like that at school. I just had a really big V-neck
Yeah.
because it was like it was a hand-me-down from my brothers.
Was it a
And
jumper?
It was a jumper. It went down. It basically looked like a waistcoat by the end.
Yeah.
So I just tucked it in my jeans.
So it didn't
I saw-
start off as a V-neck, it was just been worn.
No, it did
No,
start off a
yeah.
V-neck, but like there. So we used to have I don't know if you guys did you have blazers or we
Yeah,
had jumpers. You see, so it was
Right, yeah.
Because like it's just
You
it's
see the
just
tie a little bit
Preston
there.
thing.
Yeah.
Bit of tie, but the V-neck had just gone so far down that at one point, and then it was coming off the shoulder. It's like an off-the-shoulder kind of thing.
Well, like a shawl.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. And the teachers were at one point went, "You need to. This is not like this. I don't know what this is," kind of thing, because it was a hand-me-down from my brother. My brother was always bigger than me. So anyway,
Can't have been that much bigger though with the V-necks down there, don't you? How
well, I
big was
found a
his head?
picture.
Unit.
I will send you a picture if you'd like to pop it up at this point. And you'll see it. It's ridiculous. But
I went to school in Ireland and for a bit, and there was just jumpers. But because the school was so small, everyone had to order the jumpers together, and they'd get them made at one shop because it was proper like 5 or 10. And I'd missed like that call for the jumpers, so I had to go to like a Penny's, which is Primark in Ireland. And my jumper was different to everyone else's, and I was known as the yellow jumper girl.
oh god,
Yeah.
kids can be so cruel.
It was,
What colour was it?
it was green, but it was a
She's
slightly,
Chinese, so
it was a slightly different shade. It was
Yeah.
more lime green, so everyone was like yellow jumper girl.
that's
That was my
slide
name.
that though that they couldn't have just like had one. Like surely there was one left over in the shop
Nah,
or something.
they're all made to order. It was mad. Ireland's weird.
Did you
Yeah,
have?
it's mad.
How did you feel about wear what you want day?
Oh.
Because I used to dread it because I had such. I wouldn't say no. I had not. They weren't cool like they were high tech trainers. So I'd never.
High tech.
They've all
Yeah.
come back now.
Oh, they're
though.
coming, yeah, now
Yeah.
they fucking and those
Yeah.
blue cagoules with the orange lining. They weren't cool when I was fucking school. I'd say. But all the clothes I had, like I always was dressed nice, but not expensive.
Yeah.
Kind
Well,
of.
I was like a metalhead, like a mosher kid, so I
Right.
didn't really like
In
it because you
primary?
just instantly get picked on.
right. Yeah.
Because you go in with like your baggy jeans and shit on, and then people go, "Oh, he's a goth."
Yeah.
But in school, I suppose the year when I dyed my hair black, it was a bit more obvious that I was a goth. But when you've all got a uniform on, you can't really tell too much in it.
Yeah.
But then when you turn up in school on own clothes, they with like big goth shirts on, and that everyone's like, "Oh, there's the moshers."
You know, I
Get 'em."
think some people are like, who the fuck's the new guy? Like an American teen drama. Whoa. It's like, the girl takes her glasses off and they go, gosh, she's fit. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's always mad, that innit? Like all she does is take her glasses off and like let her hair down. Everyone goes,
Oh my god.
"Yeah, it's mad." Like just
God, we used to call her a nerd. Now we're going to call her a slag. Have to change the insults, guys. Check her out.
I didn't have an own clothes day in senior school because I didn't go in senior school very much.
Jeans for
so-
jeans. Jeans for jeans.
what's that?
Jeans. Sorry.
A woman called Jean at school. Fucking loved them.
You would wear jeans
Yeah.
and you would donate money for like a charity that helped genetic
Oh, okay, yeah,
problems.
yeah.
I thought it was
Genetic
to make. make people stronger. I thought it was for the super race.
You donated
Ah,
some
What a waste of money that was.
spinal fluid or whatever. And then your mufti days, your own clothes. Oh,
Yeah.
we got banned from having them due to prejudice against
goths.
clothes due to like economic.
Yeah,
factors.
because sometimes, like, obviously, if your family can't afford the
Yeah.
decent clothes and that, and you turning up with like hand-me-downs or whatever, and then everyone else has got like brand new gear on, you get skittered for it. It's like slide at it. So.
Yeah.
Did you have egg day?
Egg day.
Egg day?
Egg day.
No. I've had egg day in multiple schools. So you
I think you've just been in the bottom class and they've gone, we're doing egg day again.
Go on, love. Bring an egg in. That's your own work. Bring an egg in. Oh, broke the egg again. We'll try it again next week.
What happened on egg day?
So you drain an egg.
Yeah.
It was just a shell.
And paint it.
Paint it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Egg day.
Yeah,
This wasn't surely not at high school.
No,
Thank
I
God.
didn't go to high school. Yeah, I won egg day once. I made Mike Wazowski.
Oh, Mike
That was
Wegowski.
Nice.
Tried.
No,
Tried
it was
some.
good. It was good.
It was alright.
I wore one of those varsity jackets
Oh yeah.
with an A on.
Mm.
And someone went, what does the A stand for? AIDS. I just put it in the bin.
He got you there. He got you bad there.
Anytime someone mocks up in the bin.
How many
can't
items?
shit.
Yeah. How many items have you put in the bin because someone's had to go? And like
Non-human, but yeah, a lot of clothes.
a lot of clothes and that. Yeah.
Can't, no, it's for Alan, obviously.
Mm.
Alan's got AIDS. Oh, in the bin.
I've
I just
been
used to
put in a bin.
pretend I'd forgotten.
You've been put in a bin.
Yeah, I just
Oh,
got
have you?
picked up and put in a bin.
Not
Happened to a lad in
recently.
my school. Yeah.
In college, that was. Where?
That happened to a lad in my school as well.
Yeah.
Rolled down the stairs as well.
In the
I
bin.
got-
Yeah.
I got stuck in a bit. Right, we didn't have a prom. They're trying to do proms now, aren't they? Did you guys? Have
I
a
had a
prom?
prom.
I
Yeah.
didn't have a problem.
I think they were experimenting with it. This was at like the last day of primary school, I think it was, and it was like the disco. They had it's the end of school disco.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, cool disco, and I thought, so I was trying to show off to the girls, as we clearly did, and I thought they had an old like lost property bin or something like you, and it was just like an old school metal bin with a lid on it. So I thought I'll pretend to hide in the bin. That'll be funny. So I was quite tall. So I was sort of kneeling in the bin, and I put the lid on my head, and they came around and went, oh, I think I made a Top Cat joke. I mean, it gives you an idea of the time. It's the 80s. Crazy days. Made a Top Cat gag. I'm a legend already.
Everyone's rolling around
yeah.
laughing, aren't they? Yeah.
Or maybe even a Sesame Street. We can imagine it's whatever it was a genius. And then everyone's like, oh, Phil's in the bin. And I was like, and then I realised I was stuck in the bin. I was like, oh, I can't get out the bin, so I couldn't get out. And then I started crying because I couldn't get out the bin. And then the bin fell over. And I just remember everyone watching me just roll back and forth in the hallway. Just go, just clanging off the walls, going, get Mr. Aikman, get Mr. Aikman. He was the headmaster. And Mr. Aikman had to come and lube me out the bin.
Lube you out.
No, I don't know what. He had like this weird, like big tub of oil or something.
Like it happened before.
I mean, I hope it wasn't lube, but yeah. He's like, here we go again. Get the lube. So that was me trying to be cool at the disco.
That's stupid. That.
Whilst girls just want to have fun's playing in the background.
Oh,
Fucking
that's
too
so,
unlimited. No. Fucking
that's
clown.
so tragic.
In the bin.
That's so
But yeah,
funny.
so that was another low point.
Have you ever been in a bin?
I've never been in the bin. Oh, I've been in like I've put my foot in a shredder to push the.
Oh, did you shred your own
the
foot
paper
or
down.
something?
Yeah. No, just to
Is that where toes come from?
excess paper. Wash that down.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we're talking about a big school, like a big industrial.
No.
I've had in a washing basket, like a fabric one. Dame went to the toilet once, and I thought I'm gonna test. Because do you ever think about, if someone breaks in your house, like where you're gonna hide?
Oh yeah.
Do you ever think about that?
Yeah.
And I've been
I'm
eyeing
not
up.
hiding.
I've been eyeing up.
I'm not.
I've been eyeing up the washing
I'm running
basket.
out naked, like, let's go.
No, I'm like, take me, I'm ready. I'm ready. I've had a good run, 41 years. This is how I want to go. But please take out my loved ones first.
So you went in it. Did I see you?
Not so he was in the toilet, and I was like, I'm gonna test this out.
Yeah.
So when he come back in, I was in the washing basket, and he was looking for me because it was a
Just
fabric.
there going. I was like,
It was a fabric one, so it kind of molded to the shape of me, just in it. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
wow.
So he turned round and was like, "Why are you in the washing basket?" I was
Why
like,
aren't
burglars?
you?
So you would have got found quite easily then if,
Yeah,
if
didn't work.
burglars come in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
never
probably wouldn't have
mind.
been giggling if there was a masked psychopath
No.
going around.
That's true.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm into it.
Maybe.
And also, what's horrible is you'll be there giggling away, and meanwhile you're having your poo, and that's when you get killed. And you're like, oh no! You can just see through. Oh, he's killing Dean whilst he's having a poo. Oh, didn't let him wipe. Oh, no, that's no way to go.
It'd be funny if the burglar like shit it because he heard you giggling and was like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like, can I hear someone
Quinn.
creepy laughing? They're like, oh, I'm getting out of here.
They'd be the details in the report as well in the story. Be like Dean, who was found after having a poo without wiping, was found dead on the floor.
How embarrassing.
He
Without
was
wiping.
in a wash basket.
We don't know if he usually wipes or if he always leaves it without wiping, but he definitely hadn't wiped this time. Like,
Oh, we
oh.
know
The
for
real
sure.
crime was that you put the
Dead.
toilet paper over and not.
I got when I lived in Congleton, a bus crashed into my house.
What?
Yeah, so, and I
What
was
do you mean? No?
so I just it was my last.
Can't
I
just
know.
start
I
that
just
sentence.
probably need a bit more background.
Yeah,
this
yeah,
time.
just a
I was trying to
bit.
go straight to the end part of that.
We get to the end, we just find out how the bus crashed into your house.
Well, it wasn't my fault for start.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
there going,
Put your hand out,
I'm a
out
bus.
the window and the bus just come in. He was like,
Just
shit,
wrote-
sorry.
bus depot on the front of the house. Any minute now. She'll be having a ding dong. And so I'd been out because it was the last day of work at the airbags factory. So
What is your life, man?
and,
You worked at an airbag factory?
I did work at an airbags factory. Yeah, but
What were you making airbags for cars?
that was the factory, all self-contained. We wove, we we coated,
Wove?
and we cut. And I was in cutting. I worked with a bloke with no knees and a paedophile.
A bloke with no knees?
Well, he had knees, but they were so bad, he crumbled away to the point that they put him pretty much by the door. We'd help him in, and then he'd just sit there cutting parts. He'd probably do 4 parts in 12 hours. But it's called Jim, and we liked him.
Fucking hell.
And then I went with another guy who he turned out to be a paedophile.
Yeah?
And I mean, I didn't know at the time.
Yeah, that's
Obviously,
good.
I used to cut fabric with the guy. Won't cut fabric with him now. Mostly because the factory shut down. But anyway, it's more we moved to Europe. But yeah, so I had my last day at the factory, and we'd gone out to celebrate. And I worked in cutting, and that was it. But I used to make boxes
Okay.
for people to put stuff in.
Mm.
And what I realised is if you made loads of boxes early on, you could.
Yeah.
And I found a toilet that was perfect. You could sleep in. I had a toilet roll in my locker that I would take with me because not to wipe my bum on,
As a
just
pillow.
as a pillow, right?
Yeah.
So it was perfect. And the toilet door went right down to the bottom. So I'd sit there. I'd spend 40 minutes making boxes. It started at 6, finished at 6, and then I'd eat a double decker and fall asleep on the toilet for about an hour. And I'd have a clipboard because no one quite knew what my job was after that. They were like, "Have you done boxes, Phil?" And I'd be like, and the managers didn't quite know what I was meant to. They went, as long as he's made boxes, I think that's all he does.
Yeah.
So I'd come out and they go, "Where have you been?" I go, "Boxes," and I just point to this clipboard and they go, "Oh, yeah."
Yeah, go on, get back to it, yeah.
Covered in double decker. So I've been on a works, the Celebrate. A few of us had taken redundancy, and then we went out. And then in the morning, I was in my pants in the bathroom in my rental house, and I used to like cleaning the floor in my pants because no, I didn't like doing that. The floor needed cleaning.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, this is a bit grubby. I'll clean it now, and then I'll have a shower. So I was in my pants in the morning, cleaning the floor, and then I felt the whole house shake, and this like vibrate, and I was like, what the fuck's going on?
Do you think you'd like rub the house in the right way? That like a genie was going to come out the chimney or something? Like,
Finally,
oh, shit.
I found the spot. Who'd have thought it was near the sink? And, yeah, so I was making the house come.
Yeah.
And it just started vibrating. So I thought earthquake. And I thought, finally, it's over. and so I ran downstairs. For some reason, I thought about something falling on my rabbit, my pet rabbit.
Right.
But I didn't have a pet rabbit. I really remember having this memory, but I didn't have a pet rabbit. So I was going, what if I've got... And I thought, I think I wanted a rabbit. Anyway, that's a different thing. Don't worry about that. So the house was vibrating. I ran downstairs. And then, and as I looked, I could see the door, the front. It was in a terrace house in the front. And in front of it were all these parked cars, usually. It's quite a busy road. But the door was just bulging in. I went, that's a bit weird. And the door just went ping. And I went, what the fuck? And it flew across the room.
Yeah,
And I went,
fucking hell.
oh, and I just stood there in my pants, and then there was all this dust. And I was like, "What the fuck's happened here?" And then all these people started looking through the door, and I was going, "What the fuck is this?" And there's like light coming in. I was going, "I don't." And I'm still a bit drunk. I don't know what the fuck. I was like, "Am I dead?"
Did I drive a bus here?
I was like, so then I looked, and I went out, and I went, "What the fuck?" And they went, "Oh, are you all right?" I went, "Yeah." And there was just a bus sort of pointed in the door like this, and I was going, I don't understand what. So now I am proud of this. I did go. I thought this was funny at the time. I don't think it quite makes sense funny, but I thought on my feet, and I said, "Oh, you could have knocked." I thought that was good. And I remember saying that, and they all laughed. They went, "He's got a sense of humour." I was like, "No, I think I'm in shock." I think it's shock actually. I'm shaking. I'm still in my pants, and I went, "Oh, do you mind if I put some clothes on?" I don't know why I was asking them. So I put some clothes on, and what had happened is the guy had I don't know what happened. He'd collapsed driving the bus. He'd crushed all these cars in front of the house.
Yeah.
And out of all the houses, it just really slowly started driving into mine, but his foot was still on the pedal. So it just really slowly crushed the front of my house. It's really awful. Like, and pushed the door off. And all these old people just sat on it still. I was like, it's not still going to farm foods. Get off. Get off.
Yeah, you may as well get off now.
What are you waiting for?
Oh my God.
And then this reporter appeared. I just thought it was really funny from the fucking Congleton Chronicle.
Fucking hell.
And he's like, fucking finally a story. He goes, so he's trying to get the scoop. And he goes, so tell me what's happened. I went, well, I was upstairs in my pants. And the door's been, this bus has crashed in the house. And he goes, right, he goes, yeah. So basically, total carnage. All right, mate, it's not Vietnam. Not on the ground. You know, I went, well, not really. I said, well, there's a dead pigeon there, though. And he went, oh, right, yeah. And he started writing down.
Killed a pigeon.
And I went, no, I said, that was there about 4 days ago. I said, but it has spread it out a bit. And he went, it's all good stuff. And then it was when it came out, it was the front and back story. But the picture was awful. It's just made like this. I think I was playing the comedy balloon in Manchester.
Still
that
in
night.
your pants.
So it went, and it went, and this is what it said, and it went, Phill, local airbagger. Airbags guy, Phill Ellis. Who was still in his pants. Who was upstairs. That was it. Who was still upstairs in his pants. And I think it crashed at about 1 p.m. So everyone's like, what a lazy prick that guy is. But why is that the information? So basically, what I was meant to say is they will use that information.
Oh, right, okay.
Dean is on the toilet.
Yeah.
There we are. But they went, Phill Ellis, who was still in his pants.
I like the term local airbagger, like someone who just chats shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He just spreads gossip. A local airbagger. He just fucking, he's always waffling on like it.
That's such a good story.
Chaos, that.
That was my
utter carnage.
that was my whole life ahead of me.
So have you been up to, Phill? I haven't seen you for a little while. You starting a tour? Is the tour?
I am doing a tour. Yes, thanks. It's the tour. The tour's on.
You on this one?
So the tour. The tour. Well, I decided to do a tour.
You can put it down a little bit if you want. There you go.
So I decided to do a tour. Fucking point. This is awful. It's my fault. I should learn how to.
Oh, that's fine.
No, is that fine?
That's sweet, yeah.
Why do I think that this is my chin's my best feature? Right. Anyway, I'm doing it. I mean, that's not sold it, has it? I was thinking of getting a T-shirt made with "I'm on tour, please."
Yeah. Should get it on the back of your pants.
I should.
There's someone trying to get in, I think.
Oh, good.
Don't worry, we're all here. So
I'm going on tour in April and May. My first ever one.
Ooh,
with a show I really like.
Nice.
That I work hard on.
Is it called Hedgehog?
It's called Hedgehog, yeah.
Okay.
It's nothing to do with hedgehogs.
No?
I'm really regretting the title. I did it I thought it was funny to do a poster that looked like I was taking the mick out of a lot of posters.
Right.
And then I realised no one knows that except for me. So they're going like it's me going, oh look, I'm trying to look whimsical with like a bright coloured background.
Yeah.
Everyone goes, look at this knob. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Didn't work.
So
Shit.
just took me
Yeah.
and leaning on a mic stand going,
Yeah. So you call the hedgehog just to make people go, where's the hedgehog?
well, there is, I do mention a hedgehog in it, but it's not hedgehog. Basically, if you're worried that it's going to be hedgehog heavy, don't worry.
Not like your previous shows where they've
No, I
been
mean-
hedgehog heavy.
That was one of the criticisms. It's all fine, but we don't need quite so many hedgehogs in each story. Each story doesn't have to be about
So it's
hedgehogs.
your first tour, is it? Yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
it's
yeah.
because I never toured because I think it's just you get a bit scared.
Right.
I suppose it's that thing going, what if no one comes, and it's really embarrassing. And
I know.
it's just hot. I mean, it's just scary putting yourself out. I'm doing hot water.
Woo.
Doing Frog and Buckets
That's right.
and Leeds, the library.
Oh, I don't know.
Library
about
book
that.
club, library book, not doing the library in Leeds. Actually, I'm doing the book club in Leeds.
Leeds Library.
Yeah.
Quiet
Oh my
down.
god, doing Monkey Bar in Edinburgh and Macfest and other places.
That's right.
I've reached
Are
the
you
plan this
doing
fucking-
Edinburgh Fringe?
Yeah, I think so with a new show. Yeah, so
Oh,
this will be the
nice.
last time I run this show out.
Yeah.
It's only a little tour, but it's going to be good. I think.
Yeah,
so
it'll be
it's
fun,
Are you
man.
doing
Yeah,
silly stuff in it?
it's really it's quite
Yeah.
stupid.
Your show in
Is,
Edinburgh when we
That was
seen
super
you was
silly.
probably one
Yeah.
of the best ones we've seen there.
So good.
It was just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Which one was that one?
You
Yeah.
come out on the skates,
Scared.
Oh yeah,
and then
that's
you
fu-
had
yeah.
people
There was-
doing in the crowd doing the music for the stories and that.
Yeah,
Oh,
there was
yeah,
the Tim
yeah.
Whistle rendition
Titanic or
of
something, or Spice
Ma-
Girls.
of Spice Girls.
Oh shit, yeah, I'm bringing
Yeah.
that back.
And then
Yeah,
Shea
it was
Bailey was in
great,
the
that.
crowd as well, kicked off saying you were being racist and shit like that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then-
Why don't you wear a hedgehog costume?
Well, let's just
That'd
why
be
you
good.
turn up and find out. Shit, that's really the ending.
I think I saw one. I saw it 3 times. The one where you play chess with a robot.
Oh yeah, that was fun. When I had the curtain at the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
The
that,
shining one at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that
Shows
made-
are very creative.
It was
aren't they?
amazing.
Mm.
Like,
Yeah, it
Well,
was-
try and do it like. So this one, I wanted to try and it's like a transitional show. This, so I've tried to go more into just stand up, and in doing that, I've made it probably the most complicated. It took me 10 days in Edinburgh to get it where I wanted it to be.
Right.
So that's why I cancelled all the reviews and stuff.
Oh,
And all these
okay.
reviewers going, "You're a bit arrogant." I was like, "No, I'm not being arrogant. I'm just trying to use Edinburgh. It's what you were meant to do.
So-
Yeah.
yeah,
was
right,
to
yeah.
get a show ready. But now, of course,
That
I
is,
get
it's,
shouted.
it is the show in it
Yeah.
now.
I know.
Like, yeah.
And I get it, but I've already had my Edinburgh.
Yeah.
So now I'd like to have fun with it, and it's
Mm.
like a pay what you want in Edinburgh kind of thing. But it was to get a show ready to take on tour because I was thinking, why do I always, when outside people pay to come and see me work on it,
Yeah.
and then I go, well, thanks for that. I know it was half ready. Well, off to Edinburgh where we drag people in for free.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
You know. So I tried to do it the other way around. So I thought, it'd be
Yeah, it
nice
makes
to
well
take
more
it.
sense that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's
Like, I
good
didn't
idea.
realise that's what Edinburgh used to be like, sort of, the people use it to get a show ready and then
Yeah.
take the show on tour. Is that what it used to be
Yeah, I
like?
think so. Oh, yeah, and it's just become more like, and I get what it is. It's like, what would you call it? Like a
Now it's sort of like a showcase for yourself, innit?
Basically, yeah,
Now,
yeah.
Like,
just like a big show. Yeah, basically
Yeah,
a
yeah.
showcase where you just stand and wave.
give everyone your best stuff, innit? Yeah.
We'd like to do the talent show up there next
Yeah.
year.
Oh
if we
yeah,
can.
I
That'd
was
be
so
fun.
excited to come and do that, and I've had to.
Yeah, we'll
Fancy
we'll
it,
definitely
yeah.
get you in for it again.
It looks
Yeah.
like such a good idea. Just
It's just daft. It's just dead fun.
Yeah.
Like,
Great.
it's
James
dead
always
silly.
does the fancy dress and
James comes and smashes them when he does it.
yeah,
Wins
it's,
Yeah.
everyone you've done, haven't
It's
you?
just it's nice to escape from the
You use it for
realm
what,
of
what we
life.
want people to use it for, though.
yeah.
Like, a lot of people come down and just do stand up. And
oh really? Yeah.
And it's good, but they never win because people who do something a bit outside the box, people think it's a bit mad, and then they always end up winning. You know, like James come as like the Grinch's cousin. He come as a lion one time and just won, but like won all the time because
cricket's out of Ishan's hand.
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
Yeah.
look at, and
Remember that,
100
Bennett?
quid.
What,
because
live
of that.
cricket?
The dead crickets.
They do a
Which was
real though.
worse.
Alive, defo way.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Escargot.
What?
That was your prize, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, won some snails. Yeah.
Yeah.
4 stars.
Yeah, so we do like a deal or no deal at the end.
All
So you
right.
can take the £50 or you can gamble. And then the boxes have got £50, £100 or a mystery prize in.
Nice.
And
And you
then-
got escargot.
You got snails.
Were you gutted that you didn't just take the prize money a little bit? Were you like, oh, it's all part of the fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want the £50.
Yeah.
Who was it that won? Is he Bulgarian or something? Not, is it Bulgarian?
Mike Yannick.
Mike Yannick.
Mike Yannick.
Is he Bulgarian?
Yes.
Yeah. So he won and
seen him
then
for ages.
gambled. And was he all right? What are you, Mike?
Give us a shout, mate. The details at the bottom. Oh, yeah, just drop a pin. Drop us a pin.
Send us
Know where you are.
location.
Mark yourself as safe.
So he always goes on about, because he's proper skint and that, but he was like, I'll gamble, so I give the people what they want
For the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
for the show. And he got the mystery prize, and it was like a proper shit Elvis watch
Oh, man.
that was hand-me-down to me.
Yeah.
Well,
But Big John Charles, who give us this painting, and his dogs,
Yeah, sure.
he bought the watch off him for 50 quid.
So he did.
Oh,
yeah.
that's
man.
nice.
That's just
Yeah.
how nice John Charles
He's
is, isn't
lovely, yeah.
he? Yeah. We got any? There was any patron
Questions?
questions?
Yeah, there is, yeah.
Got him.
What?
Over
I was
there.
going to ask a question after you said we got any questions. Makes no sense. I'll just listen to the questions. Then do my work
Oh, that's
You
mad.
can
John
ask a
Charles
question
just
if you
signed
want.
up for the Patreon. Shout out John
Oh,
Charles.
there we go. Nice.
Nice one, John Charles. If you'd like to buy anything I've got on for 50 quid, you can have the whole outfit for 50 quid. It's more than I paid for it. Do let us know. The link's there. And mark yourself as safe. So you're all right.
So we got a Patreon question for you saying we need to hear more about your petty Fortnite exploits.
Yeah. Well, I'm a big Fortnite game player.
Oh yeah,
Love it.
really? Yeah.
Love Fortnite. Love me some Fortnite. They did that. That's nothing to do with Fortnite. No, that's not what we do. It's not what we're about.
It's not what the Fortnite
Not
guys
what
are
we're about
doing.
the Fortniters. I got into it by mistake. I like playing online, and I love it. Well, basically, at the moment I'm rocking as RoboCop.
Okay.
But I have been Ash from Evil Dead for a bit, and I win pretty much every time. But that's it. But then I've started to get really bitchy to the point that, like, when I kill someone, I instantly try and do like a nail filing emote as soon as I've done it, so they can watch it. They go, "Oh no, I've been killed," and I go. Start doing that, or I start dead dropping, and I'm really getting into it. But then it was one I was doing quite a bit too often, which was like, it's a really cocky one where you've killed them and then you sort of spin around. Your character spins around and blows a kiss.
Right.
But then I remembered that most of the people playing are probably under 12 years old, so
Yeah.
I quickly lost that for my Arsenal. And I dropped that one very quickly. I did have one. I didn't realise people want to join. You do like the group missions sometimes.
Right.
So, and I learned early on to shut that down and just play solo, because you end up playing and there's just loads of kids shouting at you to tell you what to do. Probably. So I've got headphones on,
Yeah.
and I'm called Old Pip. On, probably should have told people that, but so don't add me. No, that's not happening. Old Pip, and there were these kids like going, "Old Paul, Old Paul, what you?" I'm like, well, it's clearly Old Pip, you fucking idiot.
Old Paul.
And then one lad, and bless him, he seemed really lonely. He was this Irish, and he's going, "Hey," he's like, "Hey, do you want to play another game?" And I was like, oh yeah, all right then. So I play this game, and he's going, "Hey, can you drive?" And I'm going, "Yeah." I was like, "What am I doing? What is this? Am I accidentally grooming this child now?" And he's going, he goes, "Yeah, my dad drives." I'm like, "Yeah, okay." I was like, "Oh, this needs to stop. Stop this." And then he's going, "Yeah." He goes, "What? My dad's 38. I went, "Right, this is good. I'm going to just leave it. Have a good one." Bye, Magaloof 87. I believe it was nice.
So is that your game? Is it Fortnite? Yeah.
Fortnite. I used to like Titanfall 2, but the problem is after a game's so old, it ends up just being you wandering around waiting for people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
sad.
Yeah.
Barry Dodd's got
depressing.
blocked off his Xbox account, didn't
Yeah. Being too
Naughty.
too violent and that
Yeah,
was.
like teabagging people on it?
I think
Oh,
it was
I
just
love it
he
when-
was audible on over the chats as well though, and he
Sort
got
of.
banned from like Gears of War or something.
Yeah, I didn't realise, when I first ever played online, it was with Barry Dodds. But I didn't know I'd left it open. He found out my name, and then all of a sudden I was playing the solo, and then one of the characters just kept moving in front of me, and I was like, this is a bit weird, because I thought this was just a solo. But I didn't realise it was open, that you could join in the
Yeah.
game. And then Barry's voice just came over and it scared. I didn't know he was joining. He's going, mute, what you doing, mute? I was going, oh no. And then he gets so angry. I was like, this isn't fun, Barry. This isn't an actual war.
Yeah.
We're just killing. And yeah, he took all the fun out of it.
It's not a real war.
I reported him.
There's a compilation of like men who've lost on FIFA.
Oh, people
But they just send voice messages to kids going, I'll fucking track you down, you little cunt.
Yeah.
And I'll dig up your dead nan and fucking bummer.
Yeah. It's people go too rough with it, man. Like, it's just
That'd be a good feature. That.
Yes.
some proper,
Yes.
like, sore losers with shit in it. Like, people smashing pads and smashing tellies and everything just because they lost the game of FIFA or whatever.
There's something wrong with my coordination where I can't sit and play. I move in the direction
Yeah, I
that
do
I'm
that,
Do you do that?
Yeah,
No, I do it
same.
really bad. I can't control myself.
Oh, you've got like an immersive
Yeah.
experience.
One of them chairs that I was thinking the other day, you know, at the cinema they tried. I don't know if they still do. They had those chairs that
Like
you
a
could
4D
move.
experience thing.
Can you imagine? I was thinking they're at the front, I think, aren't they? Can you imagine being the only person to have paid for that seat and everyone else just sat down? You're the only one going, whoa, whoa, whoa. Fucking Avatar 2's on. You're just moving around like a knobhead.
Bonjour.
Did you do that?
Yeah.
Did you do it?
So
Fuck off.
I got
But it was so
a
embarrassing.
cinema voucher for my birthday.
Yeah.
And we wanted to watch that Nope. And the only showing was a 4DX
So this
showing.
was recently.
At the, yeah, this at the
Oh,
cinema.
God.
I mean, Lonnie went, well, that'll be fine. That all it'll be is just like, you know, they'll pipe a bit of air in, or you know, a bit of, it just sounds. It'll be fine. And then they do a trailer before the trailers of like, for those sat in the.
This is what you're going to
This is what you're going to experience, and they fucking shot us up. Like we're being fired out of kind of like a 90-degree.
Roller
And you're getting
coaster.
fucking.
Did you have a seatbelt on?
Yeah, you've got to strap
Oh, have
yourself
you?
in.
Yeah?
I knew
Fucking
from
hell.
that point. I thought, oh yeah,
I'm going upside down here.
And then they sort of in your ears, they pipe like smoke and like.
That's mad.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah.
That's so funny, just like
£40
spilling your
for
drink
that.
on people next to you aren't even moving
But could
and
you,
shit
but
like
like,
that.
for no,
I'm going to watch The Whale in 4D. Just Brendan Fraser dying of obesity.
just
That's it. The chair just reclines. 40 quid for this. Bring your snacks.
heavy breathing.
Yeah, in your ear. Ugh.
The seatbelt just compresses on your chest so you can't breathe very well.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, not worth it. Not worth
No,
it.
that's silly. Unless the whole room was doing it, like you say.
Yeah.
But on your own, you feel like a tit, innit?
Well, they did that at Disneyland. I went to watch Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
That's cool because it's
In-
like 3D and that, innit?
yeah.
And they pick it up and shit like that.
And
That
there were
one.
these and the mice ran across the screen, and it.
Go across your feet and
I cried and walked out.
that, yeah. How old
Oh,
are you?
yeah, I went
7, 17.
Last
No.
week.
It's 7.
I've not been to the cinema in ages.
I love it. It's great.
I went to watch
Great
Batman on
pastime.
my own when I was in Hull trying to kill time because there was fuck all else to
That
do.
could kill
Yeah.
3.5 hours.
Yeah,
fucking hell.
yeah. It's a good thing to do because we who were we laughing with the other day? We had Kai and Sloss on, and we were saying about when we went to LA, we were so jet lagged and
Oh.
tired that we paid $60 to go on an open top bus
A tour bus.
just to fall asleep. 'Cause we
Oh,
couldn't- 'cause
really?
We
Yeah.
were there at 8 in the morning. We couldn't check in till 3.
Didn't
Right.
see
So we were
none of the
knackered. So we were
sights.
like, we were like, oh, we could just go on this bus and just fall asleep. And Kai was like, oh yeah, it makes a change from just going to cinema. And we went, why didn't we just go to the cinema? It could have just went and had to sleep in a cinema for like half the price. Could have went and seen 2 films probably.
Sorry, guys. The only chairs we got available are these 4DX
Yeah.
simulators.
Oh, it was
In
a
fact, if
mad
it was like
place,
Pride and
though.
Prejudice or something, you'd be like, oh,
Yeah, chilling.
whenever
Yeah.
there's a horse ride, just
It was crazy, LA, wasn't it? Seeing
Yeah.
someone smoke crack at like 8 in the morning. I was like,
Yeah. Have you been to LA?
I want to, but the more I
No.
hear about it, the more it's like,
I think it's dead
I
now.
think the
I wouldn't go
time's
now.
gone.
It's
I
too
think-
scary.
I think we went, and then 2 weeks after we went,
Burnt
it
down.
burnt. Everyone left.
Yeah. Literally like
What? Where are we talking?
LA.
LA.
Yeah,
Like
LA is burned.
Well,
It
like,
just went to shit. All the home.
it was the big
It was
riots.
COVID.
Of course.
There's the
of
BLM,
course,
the
yeah.
COVID thing, and now there's like so many homeless there, and like
Really,
the police don't look into crimes unless you've robbed like more than like $5,000 or some shit. So there's loads of robberies going on, loads of shootings and all that. Like it's just gone bad.
That would be that nice step off the bus going, time to make it in LA.
It's like, platoon.
Yeah, Sam straight. Oh my God. Which way's Hollywood?
It was amazing to see it though, but it's just fucked now.
It's all for like, is it like, you know, did you go to where the Walk of Fame is and all that? And
yeah.
There's all that bit.
That's where I seen someone smoking crack at 8 in the morning.
I was going to say, is that a bit nice?
Hollywood.
It's
Hollywood,
it's just like
Boulevard.
Dolly Parton.
It's 8 in the morning. Come on, not on Dolly Parton.
I didn't realise
like,
what time it was. I didn't realise what time it was because we've been like we left New Zealand at like 7 in the morning and then got to LA at like 8 in the morning. Do you get what I mean?
Like an hour flight.
And I was like, oh, Jesus. So I was trying to get into places for food and going, why is nowhere fucking open? And then I was realising they don't open till 11 and it was 9 o'clock. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it was quite quiet on the strip, but we were just walking around because we had nothing to do. And yeah, there's loads like moody people, like woman smoking crack. And like we were waiting to cross the road and like a car pulled up at the lights and there's just two proper like lads that looked like they were fucking in gangs and that, just looking out the window at us, and I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna get fucking shot at 8 a.m. Horrible. But yeah, we had like, you had a Raiders jumper, didn't you? And I was like, I don't know if you should wear that round it, because you know, I don't know what the fans are like.
Raiders is LA though.
Yeah, but it's what, like NWA war.
Yeah. And I had a Death Row hoodie as well.
Oh,
and I was like, I'm not going to wear any of these clothes just in case you just walk past the wrong person or something.
Yeah, he's going, yellow jumper girls all grown up, I see. Let's get her. I went to a house.
It's egg day.
Yeah, it's egg day, bitch. That'd be a great trailer for a film.
Egg day.
I went to, speaking of smoking crack, I went to a house view the other day and I was chatting to the estate agent, and that was in the morning, and I was like, I said, the area, you know, and I realised, you're quite a snob when you go looking for somewhere to live sometimes, because I was going, God, maybe I've turned into a bit, because I was going, well, this area, it's not bad. I mean, I don't live in a great area. But I was just like, this is the part of town. And she went, no, it's really up and coming. I went, oh, right. And then I looked and there's just a girl smoking crack with a tub of pineapple juice on the drive. I went, yes, it's up and coming. Right, it's got to reverse my mind. Like, fucking hell. Of all the, I bet the woman's going, oh, fuck, not again.
Get away.
I told you wait until 12. Smoking crack around the corner. It's just really funny. I was like, why should you sing this track?
Oh, that's mad. Crack on it.
Yeah.
Have you done many drugs and that in your past?
No, I know that people obviously look at me and go, this guy looks like he has. He looks weathered. No, I haven't done a lot. I did once. The one time I really got heavily stoned in Manchester was because I'd met some people in a beer garden in the Northern Quarter, and they were like, hey, these girls started talking about my watch or something. They went, hey, we're going back to ours to smoke weed. Do you want to come and join us? And I was waiting to go on a date, which I didn't want to go on. And the person was late.
Why didn't you want to go on it?
Because I didn't want, because it was horrible. It wasn't horrible. I mean, she must be desperate to come on this date with me. And but basically, I was in a pub the week before with some friends. And I think it was my birthday or something. And then someone I used to know came over and went, my friend here fancies you. And I'm sort of in my 30s at this point. Anyway, so I was like, it's a bit embarrassing. And they go, do you want to go on a date with her? I was like, well, I'm clearly going to say yes.
Yeah, imagine going, no.
Okay, got any other friends? Just keep them coming, I'll tell you when. I'll cough when. And I was like, yeah, I'd love to. I can't think of anything I like more. So I'm waiting for this date going, I don't know this person at all. And, you know, but I didn't really particularly want to go on a date with a stranger. And they were going, well, the person's late. And I was like, well, I went, I know, but I don't want to be rude. I'll wait for the date. And they went, well, we only live over there, so I'll take your number if you want, and you can come and smoke weed. And I was going, I think this is how threesomes start. I've seen this in films.
In pornos.
Yeah. This is it. So I went, no, I've got the date, so I'll see you. They went, well, we'll take, what's your number? And we'll cut. And I was like, well, they're never going to cut. And the day after, they went, we're smoking weed at our flat. I was going, this is it. So I go, right, just go and smoke weed. That's
see
easy
what
enough.
Yeah.
It didn't go very well because I don't smoke weed, so I realised. So basically, I went in, and they smoked a lot. So they're in this flat. They're going, "Hey Phill, here's your drugs." And I was like, "Whoa, drugs! Love smoking drugs because I smoke a lot. Well, I did at the time. I smoked, so I was like, I can do this." So I was smoking, and they were talking, and then I was like, "I think I pissed myself." Right. So I'm gonna have to. I was like, "Oh fuck, I pissed myself." It's just really going to make the threesome awkward. So I better go to the toilet.
I like the way you think that the threesome's still going to happen, even though you pissed yourself. It's just going to be awkward.
Yeah. Okay. I went, well, might as well get out of these wet clothes. So I go to the toilet to check, and I'm fine. So I come back in, I sit down, and then they're talking, and they go, "Oh, we're only joking, Phill." I was like, "I don't even know what you're talking about anymore." So I was like, "Yeah, that's fine." I was like, "No, I've definitely pissed myself now." But I thought, I can't go and check again because that's weird. So I can't say I'm going to the toilet again. So I went, "Oh, I've just had a phone call." But I forgot, oh shit, I didn't make any, the phone's not done anything. So I was like, I've got to make a phone call. So I went and pretended to have a phone call in the corridor just to check. And I was like, "No, I'm fine." But then I carried the phone call on way too long to make it realistic. I think it was about 10 minutes. It was like, I was talking about all sorts.
I've been on hold for 45 minutes here.
Yes, no, I know. No, you hang up, Mum. Go on, you hang up. And then I sat down, and then they were chatting again, and I couldn't keep up with the conversation. I was getting very hot. And then I thought I'd weed myself again. So I thought, well, I can't do the phone.
Did you think
I don't know. It just felt so warm. Is that a thing?
I don't know. I've never felt like I've pissed myself on a stone.
Maybe I had pissed myself, but I hadn't checked myself properly. I was failing to tell.
That's mad.
But I went to check again, so I thought, well, I'll just pretend to be blowing my nose in the toilet now. So I just went for... I was like, "No, I'm fine." And then they went, "Hey Phill, why don't we go on the balcony?" And I was like, "Yeah, this is where it happens, on the balcony." And then I thought I'd shit myself because the air was hitting the front, so it's gonna be. And I was like, "No, I've shit myself." So then I realised I don't think I'm doing very well with drugs. So I checked and I hadn't shat myself. So I went, "Can I just please sit down in your flat?" And so as I watched these, I mean, it was clear that it was never on the cards anyway, and I'd completely misread the situation.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was, and they were just going, "Why does this guy keep checking his pistol shit
on the toilet, yeah.
So then I sat down, feeling really hot on the sofa. I was like, "Oh God, I can't. I feel so sick." And I went, "What time's the bus?" And they don't even know where I live. So I went, "Oh, I'll wait for the bus. I'll just wait here for the bus." And they were just going. One of them went to bed.
Comes through the front door.
One person went to bed. Same fucking time. And he's in his pants because he's streamed so. So one of them went to bed. I just sat there. And then a Swedish girl came in. So I was like, well, it's back on. Yeah. And she just made soup. And I just went, "Hello, my name's Phill. I'm waiting for a bus." And she made soup. And eventually I went home. So I don't do drugs.
No, that's fair enough.
Or threesomes.
You've never had a threesome either?
No.
What was it? So what was dating like pre-dating app era?
All right, what the fucking think I am? A fucking Noah. I'll tell you. Pre-dating app, you say?
In my pants.
I remember. Good old days. We just used to shout in the street. I say street, just a dirt trap back then.
Throw a rock at one of their heads and drag them home.
The most fertile of the village. We'd all stand in a circle around the maypole.
Like midsummer.
Yeah. I'd get in the wicker, man. I mean, I dated pretty much. I only ever seemed to go through a phase of dating single mums.
Right.
That was my thing.
Right.
Older than you, or?
Older, mostly older.
Yeah.
Because I think they were the only...
Did they have low self-esteem?
Basically, I think they went, I don't expect much from a man anymore.
Yeah.
He's hitting the mark here. Because I have nothing to offer anyone. Like, I don't have a stable income or anything.
Yeah.
And I was too immature. And I think they went, yeah, I mean, what do I want? What more? I mean, I went with a successful guy and that didn't work out. Maybe this is the way forward. An idiot. And it never was, because I could never... I've realised I could never truly love their child.
I was gonna say, did you have many interactions
No.
in the morning where you'd be like, "Oh, hello."
Oh.
What are you?
Thin walls. No, I did once. This was awkward. I was seeing a lady and I'd never met her son. He was 15, so that was an awkward age. And he came down the stairs and I hadn't met him, and she got upstairs to get ready. And I was just sat on the sofa and he walked in and I went, "Hello," and he went, "Hello," and I panicked and I just went, I'm your new dad. I said, listen, me and your mum have been talking. We think it's time you got a job. So I thought I'd lean into it. And he didn't find that very easy at all.
Now you could be like, old Pip.
Oh, Pip.
You play fun.
Yeah. Do you not remember duos? That.
Have you been a substitute dad quite a lot then?
No, I don't think I was ever looked at as a father figure.
No.
Okay.
No,
Like
I
a
was
teacher, like cover.
Yeah.
more a warning.
Yeah.
I
My dad.
think more a warning of don't become this.
This
man.
is what you're going to turn into
Yeah.
if you keep.
Do study.
That's funny. That.
Yeah, don't go into the arts. Hey guys, are you strong enough to give a Rover 416 a push? Do you think? Cheers. Battery's flat. Come on, bit of father-son time. But no, I don't know. Well, when did I suppose when you? No, you wouldn't have even had to date without apps or anything.
I did, but I never really went on dates. It was more
Right.
just like meet people and then either through school
Yeah.
or then it was just I either met through school, through work, or in person. Do you get what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I never bothered with the apps, but for a bit they weren't around for me.
Right.
But then, yeah.
Yeah. Have you asked a lot of people out, or did you get asked out?
It sounds so arrogant, doesn't it, to say you got asked out? But I did used to get asked out more than mostly because I was quite awkward.
Yeah, I was
Never
the same.
been- Yeah.
Like I used to get asked out because I'm not a good closer.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I'd never think, oh, she fancies me.
Mm.
So I'd never make a move. So
Yeah.
then they'd be like, fucking, I like you. Will you hurry up and ask me? And that it happened with us. Remember, like when everyone was waiting for us to kiss, but I was sort of like, I don't even know if she wants to kiss me, and like like that type of thing.
We're still waiting.
Yeah.
Still waiting.
I never got a...
No.
Anyway, sign up to the Patreon.
Oh.
Yeah, you're engaged now, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But, you know, there's
Have
a
you
time...
asked many times?
Yeah.
Oh.
Please. Please. No, but a lot often I would sort of be a bit like too much, not charm, but too much like I for example, when I was in year 7, there was a girl I fancied. I bought her a plush tiger because she said she liked tigers.
Yeah.
And I handed it to her and went, "It's great."
Oh.
And she handed it me back. But
Did you just give it straight back?
yeah. She went,
Oh.
That's
a
funny.
Year
shame.
5, same thing happens. Chocolates, flowers. Do you want to come for cinema to watch Be Kind Rewinds? No, took the chocolate and flowers anyway. That's fine.
Oh, cheeky bitch. I would have had them back, mate.
That is fine.
I,
Still friends
Year
on
5,
Facebook.
cheeky bitch.
my school got shut down. I went to a new school for year 6, and my first day I got asked out by 13 lads. And
13.
A baker's dozen.
And this is a
Were they
true.
lined up?
No, I just felt the day. Honestly, it was like never.
We've
heard
heard
of
all
this.
about your yellow
And
jumper.
that
She
but
sure
that
knows
was
her
it.
way around an egg.
that was the height of me social prowess or whatever.
Wow.
'Cause I didn't get asked out again after that. So yeah, year 6.
Because that's
was
like a
my time.
lifetime of
It is.
of
Yeah,
It's
asking
yeah.
out,
really
innit?
weird. It's
That's
really
why.
weird.
So, sorry, was it the old? It was at the new place you went to. They asked
Yeah.
you out 13 in the same
13
day.
different lads. Isn't that mental?
Did you say yes to any of them?
Yeah, to the fittest one.
Yeah, we're all 13.
Yeah. And then after that, like I've been asked out twice after that, and one of them's him. So
Found his mojo.
Yeah,
I wish I'd said
finally.
that sentence.
There's a girl I fancied who left school. And then when we came back in September, they went, "Oh, you quite fancied her. Didn't you still speak to her?" I went, "Yeah, we're going out." And then I had to kept it up for about...
Oh, so she left.
Yeah.
Right,
And then I got a big message being like, "The fuck do you think you're doing?"
Stop telling people.
Oh, yeah. 13.
Actually, I used to wait that because when I used to go to the caravan, I used to go to like a caravan site on the weekends. So like, but it was never my schoolmates. So obviously I had mates there, and like you start seeing someone, and you'd be like, "Oh yeah, I'm seeing at the caravan," and everyone would be like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
like, whatever." And you're like, "No, I fucking genuinely like the girl from Holiday." Like you know, like it was dead annoying. I remember me and my mate Mark, we went to Forteventura. Was it? Yeah, somewhere, and there was these two twins, and it was Austin Powers had just come out, and you know where there's the line in that, and it's like twins, Basil. Yeah. So we were saying that, and but both of us were like, oh no, we can't ask them. And on our last day, they used to have the same two sun lounges every day, these girls. So on our last day, we wrote our email addresses, left them on the sun lounges, and just was like, we'll leave this to fate. And then like 2 or 3 days later, we were sat on MSN. And next thing, boop, so-and-so's added you. We were like, ah! No way. It was chaos. Mad.
I found the email of a poem I sent to someone once.
Read it out right now.
Do you want me to?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We'll go into a break with it.
What's your phone?
It's just
charging there.
Even that,
You could have got that. It would have been easier.
I would have.
Right there, on the floor there.
Right. The walk of shame.
Oh, they've finally read the poem.
Just blue ticked.
Yeah, they've marked it.
This was on my old email as well, this.
So what year are we talking?
2013.
What's the old email as well?
Party Boy 27.
That was a jackass.
Yeah, big.
Mine was the Philster one.
Philster.
Yeah, Philster1@hotmail.com.
Oh, nice.
Inactive now, but feel free to drop me a message on my new one.
Mine was Candy Floss 06.
Yeah. Mine's just been Dean Coughlin since I was 15 or something.
Okay.
So this is a poem.
This is a poem
to like someone you fancied.
Yeah.
I want you to read it like this is a performance.
Okay. Hope you're listening, Simon Armitage. That's a poet. Right. Here we go. As I recall. So I've inhabited the sort of, personality of a southern gent. As I recall.
Oh, okay. In America, yeah.
Our eyes first met in year 8. And I don't think
year 8.
And I don't think I might and I don't think I myself could quite captivate the way that my heart was feeling. My eyes perked up, fuck me, and my hormones hit the ceiling.
Oh my god!
I got a stiffy.
Yeah, basically. You made me right.
Did you get the subtext? Did you? Yeah.
So you
the chub text.
So how old are you here? What year were you in?
16. The first year of sixth form.
Oh, okay. But you met this girl in year 8. Since year 8,
we're friends for a year.
Yeah. Okay, sound.
And then I wrote a lot of poetry. After
I remember you
out.
telling us you wrote one you wrote the words into a noose.
Yeah, and I showed that to my English teacher. And is that good, Shred? It's interesting. Do you live with your parents?
You need to learn on your knots. That's never going to finish. It's going to come loose.
It's a reef. Come on. Oh, where are we? Sorry, lost in the lustful words. From then on, I tried my best, and believe me, trying to obtain your love was trickier than a GCSE maths test.
Oh no!
Bit of truth in there. Took me 3 times.
Oh, okay. So, but it took you more than 3 times to gain her love. Because you said it was trickier than the maths test.
Yes,
so.
yeah. Not more of an abide your time way than persistence.
Yeah.
And then on one Thursday in June, I couldn't quite believe my eyes. The words I saw on the screen of my phone. Those endless nights of weeping and insomnia.
Weeping and insomnia.
I can't believe I'm laughing at your teenage pain.
I'm so happy Lani said yes,
I realised I was no longer alone. Some days, there's times when I'll just slightly look at you and think the unthinkable. Those memories running through my mind. All your mannerisms, your laugh, your smile, they stick to me like glue.
Oh, you're such a boffin.
Because deep down, I love you.
Oh,
there we are. No reply, but still.
I can't believe it.
So you sent that. What made you send that? Were you trying to gain her love?
Because and
so this wasn't you were already together and then you sent that.
No, that would have been like very early stages.
Oh, okay. So you might have scared it off.
Yeah,
a bit too keen.
Yeah,
It did sound nice and but then there was some clinical elements to it, like the things that go, you're trickier than a GCSE isn't it? Stage 3.
Exactly, yeah, that's the power of the simile.
Yeah.
A-level English for you.
Yeah, that was
Sorry about that. Sorry, I think I've sullied the tone there.
No, because it was hilarious as well. But it's a shame.
Yeah,
it's a shame what you do when you're younger, innit?
Oh, it is. Oh, no, it is.
I'm sure if I could still get on my MySpace, there'd be some blog posts about girls who broke my heart on there somewhere that I'd read and go, oh no, what were you doing there?
I made me move because he posted a sad smiley face to his Facebook. And I was like, what's going on here?
Real in the middle.
I'm really sorry, guys. I'm really depressed. Hit me up.
Right, we're gonna have a little break and we'll be back in a minute. Go ahead,
Merch.
We've got merch.
So much merch. What is it? comedymerch.co.uk. It'll say it on the screen what it is.
Comedy merch.
Go on it. We've got so many designs designed by me and Dean. Yours
all
truly.
Different colours.
Hoodies,
mugs,
t-shirts,
crew necks,
sweaters.
loads of stuff. Buy some stuff. Support the podcast. Represent us when you're walking through these streets.
Yes, please.
You'll see some of the fantastic merch we've got in the video that's playing in between us.
Here.
Over here.
Yeah, the merch is great. I love the merch. Can't wait for our merch to come.
Rep the Bong Man.
I love the Bong Man. The Bong
we got
Man's
him.
so cool. I love him.
The name Johnny Bongo was already taken, so we'll have to come up with a new name for him. But
Jimmy Bongo.
Jimmy Bongo. Represent. I don't know what I'm saying.
And you also get discount codes for this merch over on Patreon as well. So
yeah.
get over on Patreon for the good stuff.
Should have put that on a Patreon advert. Never mind. It's on here instead.
See you on Patreon or on the merch website.
See you on the streets wearing the merchandise.
Is right.
Get on them. Fresh Garms. comedymerch.co.uk or .com, whatever it says here.
Thank you.
Merch.
Thanks for that. Bye.
Feel supreme.
We contacted these guys ourselves because we wanted to be sponsored by a brand that we genuinely believed in.
If you want to improve your sleep, digestion, relieve stress, everything you want for an easier life, you need to get on Feel Supreme.
We started using the Lion's Mane tincture, which was winner of the Best Supplement Award in the UK. We put it in our coffee in the morning and it helps with memory and focus. Studies show that Lion's Mane stimulates the growth of brain cells and helps to protect against disease such as Alzheimer's. And it's the easiest way to do it. Just put it in your coffee in the morning.
Lovely. Tastes nice.
Done.
Flying.
Wash.
Have you ever heard of nicotinamide riboside?
What's that, dear?
Riboside, motherfucker. Neither had we.
We hadn't heard of it either. You need to look it up because apparently it's a natural anti-aging supplement. Widely studied health benefits that you can use to treat cardiovascular, neurodegenerative and metabolic disorders.
Who doesn't want to deal with the metabolic and neurodegenerative
And
disorders?
cardiovasculars.
I do.
They've got loads of stuff. They've got CMOS, they've got hemp protein, stuff for your brain, stuff for your guts, stuff you've never heard about. But once you read up on it, you'll be like, why have I not heard of this? And why isn't it taught in schools?
Ashwagandha.
Shilajit.
All this stuff is good for you.
We're not just making up words. These are actual things that you need to know about.
They make you feel supreme.
TMHC 15.
For 15% off, you feel 15% more supreme with 15% off TMHC 15.
Feel supreme.
Go get your brain stronger.
We'll get some Riverside.
Feel supreme. Just quickly, we're back, by the way. Are you starting a podcast with Mick Ferry?
Well, I don't know what's happening because Mick asked me to go and meet him. So I was like, oh, this will be interesting. We're going to do a podcast. I was like, I'll see what it is. And it turned out he wanted to see what I thought. Yeah. So I don't know what's happening because I was like going, I thought you had a fucking idea.
I spoke to him the other day and I was going to try and get him on this with you. Yeah. When we went out for a little drink at Christmas, I was probably laughing at you too. And then he mentioned that and I was like, oh, that's a good way to get you on anyway. If you start the podcast, get you both on together sometime. Well, I always forget when you done that, the show that Mick was in. What was it? The Chinese
Oh, the sitcom.
Yeah.
So in the Radio 4 sitcom, Mick plays Mick. We're really good with names. Johnny Vegas as Johnny. Phill as Phill. I went through the listings the other day, and it's like Lolly is Lolly, Mick is Mick. And then one of them was called, and then one of the characters, then the character Lee Mack's character is Bobby Dazzler. That took a curve that way. Mick played Mick the Chinese herbalist in the town, and then people would go, "You're really a Chinese herbalist?" He goes, "Oh, for God's sake, yeah, it's the herbs that are Chinese."
Yeah, that's
and
funny.
That was his thing, yeah. So yeah, he was a Chinese herbalist.
Just that always sticks in my head. I forgot what it was in there. Yeah,
he's good,
the
mate.
herbs
He's got chops.
He's good actor, Nick.
He's in. I watched a mad film he was in the other day. It's Colin.
Like a boxing trainer or something, isn't it? What am I thinking of?
It was called like Colin something's lunch break.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, he's good in that, Mick. Yeah.
He was brilliant.
Yeah, I was with him on Saturday night, I think, in Grimsby. Grimsby's a mad place. I didn't think it'd be as rough as it was.
Oh yeah.
It seems like one of them towns. Sorry if you're from Grimsby, but it's a bit rough.
I'm really sorry.
It feels like one of them towns where there's nothing else to do but drink and then fight.
Yeah, it is.
Do you get what I mean?
I mean, Grimsby quite a lot, and then I was in the town centre again recently. It's one of those where you go, oh, pubs aren't all struggling, because every pub every day during the day is just rammed, and all the shops are shut.
Yeah,
but there's nothing else to.
I walked from like where I was staying to the gig, and on the way, like just seeing loads of fucking people bevying and that, and then I seen one fella just saying to himself like, "Oh, I didn't even get a good dig on me." You know, like someone had assaulted him or something, and I was like, "Fucking hell, it's rough. This is gonna be rough walking back." And then when I was walking back, I seen like a couple arguing, and she was proper like shouting in his face and that, and I was just like, "I'm so happy I'm not that guy right now." You know, and whenever I see anyone having drama, I'm like, "I'm so happy I'm not them." But yeah, it was just a moody. I didn't think it was.
You went into the TK Maxx.
Yeah, instantly TK Maxx, and there was a fella getting arrested, like for robbing and that. And I was like, "Fucking hell!" I didn't realise it was that rough.
Yeah,
like
not from the reduced section. I saw an old bloke just before I came here, and I was in one of the charity shops. Fucking, I had my bag. I was like, "God, my bag's so full. I've got so much crap in it." So then I bought Lethal Weapon 2, Manhunter, and The Warriors on DVD. DVD.
Why are you buying DVDs?
I don't know. Fucking idiot.
That's mad.
I like to watch Manhunter and then Lethal Weapon 2 again. I'm not going to watch them. So I bought them. Anyway, and as I was doing that, a security guy came in. I don't know where. They used to be in just one area, but he must be a security of Liverpool. And this one went, "It's that one." He went, "In the green." And I went, "Oh, someone's fucking assaulted someone." I turned. He was a really old man in a green wax jacket and a cap. And obviously, she said he'd been shoplifted. They arrested him. Like, he was outside going, he goes, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Have you got anything in your bag you shouldn't have, sir?" And he's going, "No." He goes, "Well, I'm going to have to." He goes, "We could do this the easy way or the hard way." I went, "Fucking hell, mate.
Jesus.
You can hardly walk." And then,
what's the hard way with him? Like, fucking hell.
And so he detained him whilst the police arrived. No, he may very well have. And remember, some old people are paedophiles, so don't forget that. They're not all cute. Don't forget. Or Nazi scientists. Don't forget. They're not all cute. Not all Werther's Originals adverts. All right. Some have killed and got away with it.
Have you done anything illegal?
Fucking House of Lincoln. Not one comedian's been done for that recently. Have I done anything illegal?
People can be paedophiles.
It's true.
I'm trying to think of slogans for T-shirts all the time. Some old people are paedophiles.
Chemo.
I used to. We'll come back to you. Or I'll find a way of deflecting that question. But I used to look after this old guy called Arthur when I was a kid. Because I used to, for money, I'd go around and wash people's cars and stuff on the weekends and things like that. And this old guy lived around the back, and I did like his garden or something. Like I used to get all the weeds out. And he was really, I never had a granddad, so I was like, he's like a granddad. He was always like, "Come round, Ed, come do the back if you want." And he's like a really nice old man. And I remember my dad came round just to check, because I was going round quite a lot, and he was like, "Better make sure he's not."
Just not sus,
Yeah, but I didn't realise when my dad was there. He was just like, "Oh, okay, it's fine." And he'd lost his son when his son was quite young, so I think he was like, "Oh, it's like having a little."
Right.
And I think I tried to talk about this once in a thing, because it's like I was like, wasn't it nice that it was just an old man nothing ever happened. It wasn't weird. He was just a nice guy, and he used to make me coffee, put cream in it. I remember that was dead cute. And I was like, we'd play checkers and stuff, and it was really sweet. And then and I was thinking about him because I thought I'd write about him for this show. And as I was thinking about it, I was like, oh yeah, and when we moved away, he said, I've got, if you ever want to come over, please visit still when you move away. And I was like, of course. Well, he went, I've got a spare room, you know, you can stay over. And I went, oh, thank you. And if you ever get cold, you can jump in for a warm. And I was like, oh, do you know what? He maybe was a paedophile. Thinking about it, he may have been a paedophile.
Just spoiled it at the end.
Yeah, just never quite got the right time.
You can jump in for warm.
He was just a bit like apprehensive like yourself. Nebraska.
That's funny. That.
Yeah.
Like Farouk and Savile, they were...
Saru and Savile.
Yeah, because there's a bit in the thing where he goes, and if you need a place to stay, you're welcome anytime. He's like, oh, I appreciate that, Jimmy, thank you. And he's like,
and then he comes back. He does another one on him, didn't he? Yeah. Mad.
Oh, God.
Paedophiles.
Have you ever done anything illegal?
Lied about death.
Illegal?
Is that illegal?
Like what?
I mean, it depends. I don't know. Depends in the context of it.
Well, I just lied about someone dying and they were still alive.
That's not illegal, is it?
I don't think it's legal, no.
I've urinated in public.
Not
That
today.
is illegal, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I was
technically.
7.
Oh.
Still punishable.
On the cenotaph
Yeah.
on Poppy Day.
In China, we've saw like kids just pooing in the street and the mum just picks it up with like a poo bag.
Yeah.
Puts it in the
That's
bin.
ridiculous.
That's nice, isn't it? They don't do that around Stratford where I live.
Is that a byproduct of...
At least they pick it up, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that, I think, Little Emperor syndrome?
Yeah.
Where they spoil and indulge the child? Because you only have one, and if it's obviously a boy, more favourable to the... just spoil it,
right,
and obviously, you know, hand and foot, they'll pick it up. No, I've never... Do urine in
Never
public?
stolen?
Oh, yes, I did. Yeah, I have actually.
Yeah.
So we got him.
Uh,
SWAT team bust through the window.
in Cheshire Oaks,
Yeah.
there was a shop called Au Naturel.
Yeah.
It was sort of, you know, trinkets, objet d'art, tat.
What's objet d'art?
I think it's French for objects of desire.
Okay.
I don't. That's wrong. That is false. And I walked around the shop, and there was sort of like badges,
Yeah.
and I stole, you know, the band Gorillaz.
Yeah.
I stole a badge.
Nice.
Didn't take it back.
I always just think about fucking just walk out with this. Who's asked?
I stole loads of stuff.
I don't, but you could, couldn't you?
Do you steal at the self-checkout ever?
Yeah.
I even see people like just, you know, when people are on the phones and that, and I'm like, I could rob that.
When I'm
Or
weighing
in
bananas.
the back pockets or something, I'm like, I could easily rob that. I don't, but I could.
Yeah.
That's where I come in. That's where I'm.
Do you
like,
stop that? Do you go, no, you got to pay what you're buying?
Well,
Or
let's
would you
just
get a
say,
crisp?
Dean,
Would you buy a Krispy Kreme and put it through as a brown onion?
during my second year of uni, I heard 10 seconds of the Bake Off jingle, Sans license fee, paused it and said, "Guys, pay up now." And I will wait. You can pay me in installments. We can set up a direct debit.
Yeah.
But you will pay.
Yeah. You want your money for you?
There was one time as well where he tried to get like into another film as well. Like we were going to watch the Hateful Eight and then sneak into The Revenant.
Oh, classic.
And The Wolf of Wall Street, actually, I legally watched that. And I said to my friends, I was like, right, it's an 18. We're going to be in there for like 3 hours because it was a long film. We need to divulge like a backstory.
No
for
one's
all of
asked,
us.
are they?
And I went.
That's the best thing.
I went, right, my name's Murray, and I'm a first year graphic arts student at University of Loughborough.
Fuck's sake.
Wow. And got a limp.
And really, there's just like 17-year-old fellas in there just going, no, let's go in. Just not asked about you at all.
And then he just went, yeah, just go in, mate, second door on your left.
Yeah. It's not like going for a bevy or something.
Do you know
want
what
to
ask
watch
me
a film?
about, you know, my thesis?
Yeah. No, not asked. Give me your money and get in.
Ask me about the process, please.
I've got high cholesterol.
Have you ever committed any crimes, Phil?
None I would like to speak about on the podcast.
Sounds a bit pedo with that film.
No, all right. So, that is only a crime of love. What? Oh, what?
A crime of passion.
Damn, that's what I meant. Yeah, a crime of love. I thought it didn't sound right.
Doesn't sound right, no.
No, it's what have I committed? No, I don't
Any
think
petty
anything.
crimes?
Petty
Petty crimes.
Yes.
I've smuggled animals.
You smuggled animals across the English
sea.
border, haven't you?
Yeah. 4
From
cats
Ireland.
and a dog.
I punched a dog once. I didn't. I fucking love to though. To fucking chin a bulldog.
I think it'd be.
You have a
Bulldog-
dachshund.
bulldog
I know you have a
looks like
dachshund,
it's been
don't you?
I think it'd be worse than you. Like, I don't think it'd hurt them as much as you'd want it to.
Yeah.
They're hard dogs, man. They're hard.
I've never been scared
Tough.
of dogs because I've always thought that if they were attacking me, I'd just keep punching them.
They're tough as fuck.
Yeah,
like,
but I know they would kill me.
so I think you'd hit one and they'd just go, "Fuck off, what are you doing?"
Yeah.
You know, like,
Think you playing with him?
yeah.
My uncle's beheaded a hamster.
In what way? Like,
It had the my cousin sort of neglected it because for a period of time as well, they had a pet chinchilla that lived in the wall.
right.
But anyway,
In the wall?
so then in between the like
The
insulation.
insulation, yeah.
Horrible.
So sad.
It's like a horror film. It's like people under the stairs, scuttling around.
Chinchillas in the wall.
this hamster they neglected, and I'd sort of occasionally seen it be there like
Water.
just lift a little, like sort of it'd approach the wheel and just go, and it had an abscess,
Right.
and
Surprise.
I think if they would have removed it, it would have died. So if they
Yes.
popped it,
Just chop
so
its
my
head
uncle
off.
just literally took it to the back of the garden, got a spade, and did the Lord's work.
Dug its head off.
Yeah. Took it, yeah.
Pretty much,
Oh,
innit? Yeah.
God.
There you go.
Have you ever
So you-
decapitated an animal, Phil?
Well, unintentionally, I've killed a lot of animals in the car.
Crime of love.
Yeah, crime of passion.
Yeah.
Another crime of passion. I've run over a lot of animals in my time. The biggest
Yeah.
animal I've ever run over is the badger. Broke the car.
Yeah.
It was a Cinquecento.
How fast were you going?
Fast enough to. I don't even know if I killed it actually.
No.
It was funny because in the morning I was driving in this little car and I went to my ex. I don't know why I was driving around with my ex. It was very weird, very uncomfortable car journey. And I went I said, I don't see any interesting animals, do you? Really? All I see is rabbits, and it's really boring. And then not long after that, I'd said that.
Twatted the badger.
I went, oh look, a badger! And it's like buff right over. And but it was like really late at night, so it was like this, like I know what you did last summer. Kind of
Oh, yeah.
I was in a country lane. I was like, oh, and I got out expecting to see this badger on the front light, and it had gone, but there was all this blood everywhere. Well, it wasn't blood. It turned out to be just burst the radiator, and it cost 500 quid, the little prick. And it scuttled off.
Yeah. It's going to
So
come
if
back
it-
for you, that badger.
Yeah, I know, yeah. If
Few
it did
years.
live, I hope it had no quality of life. I hope it lived.
Brian May on your
Pain.
tail.
Yeah. Oh, so I hit a badger, yeah. I've never hit an animal.
It didn't deserve it.
Yeah, I mean, I've sat on a hamster, crushed its spine.
Oh, why are we laughing at these awful things?
It's funny in the long run, isn't it? After a
Oh.
while.
I've I've
Oh.
sat on eggs,
That's not the same, though, is
but
it?
like what
You'd
would
have
be?
lasted 2
Oh,
minutes.
would have
at
been-
Amy's
would have
school.
Yeah, different kind of egg.
On egg day.
Would have been chickens.
Yeah.
You just crushed them
Would
all.
have been birds actually. Yeah.
Oh,
With
yeah.
like a lovely little blue shell next to them. Went, oh, would you like to look after these?
Why did you sit on them?
Give
sorry?
them here.
You were trying to incubate them, weren't you?
No, I went to sit on the step to sort of look at them, and I
Sat right on them.
sat right on them. Yeah, my derriere.
Fuck's sake, man.
It
I may
was-
kill the kangaroo in Australia. The
Really?
car. Wrote the car off.
You are
He
meant to
wins.
just plough through them, aren't you? Because you're not. They've said like if you just go for it, if it gets in the way,
Yeah.
just aim for
Yeah,
it.
because they do.
They
I
don't
think
like
they kill
them.
them anyway, like vermin,
Yeah.
aren't they?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
see them as vermin over there, but like it could probably kill you though. Like
Oh,
the
okay.
weight of them coming through the
Yeah.
windscreen.
Yeah,
and that.
exactly. My biggest fear, is failure. Is is whenever I drive past a road sign that has got a picture of a stag,
The one's just gonna come
and
flying out.
but the horns are gonna come through the windshield and like impale me.
Yeah,
That is
loads of people
that
die in
terrif-
America from
Yeah.
hitting deer and that.
That-
Like
You'll-
Final destination.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But I
It was
seen
pretty
it.
embarrassing as well, but like nothing
It'd be
noble
pretty
about that.
cool. Pretty
Yeah.
cool
Fucking
way to
stag
die
to the
getting
head.
impaled.
But the
Ugh.
I seen a sign. I seen a sign on the motorway the other day saying oncoming vehicle, like beware.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And I was driving, going, what am I waiting for here?
Yeah.
Like what am
Just
I
a
meant to
float from a
do?
parade. Way!
But then there was just nothing. So there was like just like 10 miles where I was like waiting for something to come, and then nothing came, and I was like,
Yeah, I love it when it says animals in like
livestock in road
in
and
the
that,
road.
yeah.
Yeah, just a little pig just trotting along.
Abnormal load.
yeah,
Oh yeah, isn't it?
mad. Some mad signs, innit?
Yeah.
Go on, should we do this addictions
So
thing
I've
anyway?
got a feature about addictions. What's your addiction, Phil?
Well,
Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Bragging on
What are my
Fortnite.
addictions? Well, I've quit smoking. I don't drink heavily as I used to drink quite a lot. I used to smoke quite a lot. So what are my addictions now? Good question. Yeah, wish I'd thought about this. I don't know really. I don't know if I'm quite a
If you've not got one, that's fine. What about your phone or
what?
online?
Sorry,
Games, social media.
I don't know. I suppose I'm very needy.
Yeah.
There's a bit
Okay.
of that.
Okay.
What are my addictions? I mean,
Crimes of passion.
I eat chicken wings at the minute.
Chicken wings.
I eat chicken wings at like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because I like get in and I'll be.
How
to the
many
point
did you
going,
go through?
Well, I could just keep eating them, really, to be honest. And
Indefinitely.
it's like, well, but also my taste buds have come back. That's what's annoying. So I didn't have chocolate for
right.
20 years, and I realised that's because I was just smoking 40 cigarettes a day.
Yeah.
And I'm
Just
like,
kills it. Yeah.
chocolate's fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And,
amazing. Yeah.
Easter's
Yeah.
coming.
So yeah, it's eating crap at like.
What's your favourite Easter egg?
Well, I saw a cracking mini egg one the other day. I'm quite interested. I've had my eye on, but I'll be waiting for it to be reduced after it. Popping myself into.
You
acid.
do like looking after the old pennies,
I
innit?
do. Everyone thinks I'm a real tight ass.
That's because of another one, though, innit? Rob Thomas and all that,
Yeah.
giving you shit for being tight.
I am a tight.
You bring your own crisps to the pub.
I do, yeah. In fact, yeah, I do. I do. Not all the time. The other day I took peanuts, and
But you have to scout the pub out, don't you?
yeah,
To
and
make
I've,
sure you bring in the ones that they sell.
I have, and because I was in London the other week, I'd orchestrated it to try and make it the only pub we could get to. I worked out, let's meet at this station because I knew the nearest pub was a Weatherspoons.
Yeah.
And that was it. I was like, it's all. We might as well go in here. It's a Weatherspoons. It's a pub, and it's brilliant because it's really affordable. Round
Dead
as
cheap.
well.
Yeah.
But obviously, I don't agree with what he did during lockdown.
Yeah, but
I don't give a fuck. But
Well, so that's not miles away from bringing your own food into like the cinema. So I think it's
Yeah, true.
I'd wouldn't. Oh, look at you bringing your own. Well, yeah.
yeah, I went in with the
I don't
chicken
like the
cottage
selection.
to watch the Weight of Water. Not the Weight of Water. Avatar 2.
yeah.
I had a full-on chicken cottage because it's in there.
What's
It
a
may have been
chicken-
pushing it.
What's a chicken cottage?
So I had a variety meal, but with extra hot wings. So I just sat eating fried chicken, watching Avatar 2,
Why'd you
The
call
Weight of
it a
Water.
chicken cottage?
Because it was quite close to the cinema, and I thought, and years ago, you used to like sneak stuff into the cinema, and you'd be like, do not rustle.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck now, just wait with the bag.
it's-
Yeah.
I was like, you need the people.
Chicken cottage is like your Dixie chicken.
Yeah,
so
a Dixie shop.
it's a shop.
It's basically a Dixie fried chicken. So
Your SFCs.
Right, okay. I didn't know
Yeah.
whether,
MFCs.
because of how you are, when you said a chicken cottage and you were like, I got wings as well, I thought you'd like constructed this chicken platter
I don't know if it
to
was
make it
cottage
look like a house
pie.
or some shit like that. Yeah, I didn't have a clue what you were on about, but it's just a chicken
I thought
shop.
it
Oh,
was
sorry,
a
it's
cottage
just-
pie
yeah.
with chicken instead of beef.
really, you did that?
Chicken.
How was that?
No, that's what
No,
she's
that's
Oh,
what
you
I
thought it was a
Yeah.
chicken cottage?
Chicken cottage, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. I thought you'd have them here. My apologies.
No, bazooka chicken,
Bazooka
nabsies,
chicken, nabsies.
hot and tender.
I
They're
used
pretty
to,
much
yeah, because I used to have a place,
crunchy
Chicken
fried
King.
chicken, spelled
Popeyes.
with a K.
Yeah, Popeyes.
Oh, we've
the one,
got Popeyes now. haven't we?
Patterson's.
is it? It's not the same Popeyes as the one in America.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got one in Liverpool.
Yeah, man, round
Genuinely,
the corner.
really excited.
Yeah, it's just round the corner, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh God, I'm so really horny.
You
That's
got
my
Patterson's
addiction.
as well, though.
Fried
Patterson's is
chicken.
the best.
Fried chicken.
yeah.
That's a good one.
Oh God.
Right, go on. So your addictions.
Addictions. What do you think this guy's addicted to?
Garlic bread.
Garlic
I'll
bread.
tell you what, he's not addicted to. It's a magnet-based joke. What's he addicted to?
Are you throwing us off with all the piercings? And
Yeah,
that?
I don't think it's that.
All right, I bet it's
Disappointing his parents.
Yeah.
Getting,
I feel like it's something to do with eating, innit?
not getting hired for a front of shop job. In the bank.
I think cakes.
Suspension. Can you say
Oh
that?
right. Oh, so it's
Oh,
kind of still Pete.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, wrong one.
I can't get
Oh, no,
into
what
this.
is it?
I can't get into the suspension thing.
So that's him.
That's him now.
That's him.
I mean, how'd you do stuff with that much shite
Look,
around your
look
mouth?
at his back. It's all saggy
Yeah, I'm
from
not surprised. Getting pulled up.
from
Oh, with
hanging.
hooks.
Will
Yeah.
he be? Do you
He's
think he will be
floating
in
there.
constant
Can you
pain
see?
Oh,
with those?
Can you see it?
I
He's
don't
hanging
know.
from hooks in his back.
Because there's a weird
Whoa.
like switch in your brain that
Oh.
balances between pleasure and pain.
Yeah.
Hell-
And
Hellraiser.
some people it's fucked and it goes the opposite, and that's why
Right.
you get people. So he might find that nice. Do you know what I mean?
So Rolf Buchholz had his first go at suspension 18 years ago. He has 516 body modifications, several implants, and 481 piercings. 278 on his genitals.
Fuck off.
Fucking hell.
278 on his dick
On
and
his
balls.
genitals, yeah. And gooch,
That's
probably.
insane.
like a key
A
ring.
split tongue, tattooed eyes, subdermal implants in his arms and chest, and magnetic subdermal implants on his fingers. So we've got
Ooh.
magnetic fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's him now.
Can never go on holiday.
They're
On a
cool.
plane.
No, not at all.
That's a school.
How have they done the horns?
It's
That's
just
what-
like a
Implants.
silicone implant.
Oh, fuck.
But they just look,
They look like
like
shit horns, though. They don't.
they just look like fucking diglets.
Yeah.
Popping out of his head, and they're not even like.
It
the
looks like
same,
when
even to like
Tom off Tom and Jerry bumps his head.
Yeah.
yeah.
Hematoma.
yeah, like little birds flying around that shit, man. Yeah,
Oh.
nah,
Yeah,
weird,
that's
that.
not for me.
And his
That's a
little
lot,
metal
innit?
mustache, like
It's a lot in it. It's a lot.
pretty
It's
much.
a lot.
Yeah.
Not to say if you are into that, that's absolutely fine. But for me, it's a no.
Get
So
away from me, you goblin.
So you wouldn't replace your eyebrows with
I do like that. That does look cool.
piercings, does it?
Yeah,
The way they dangle over his eyes.
yeah. The bottom bit's not that cool, is it?
Also,
Not
like
that
he
looks
must
alright.
like
How does he sleep?
How do you sleep at
imagine
night?
like
He'll be upside down, hung from his back or something.
Yeah.
innit?
Yeah.
imagine like snagging yourself though, or just like
So
catching
many,
yourself.
yeah, so many opportunities to snag
He
there.
probably likes that. He probably comes everywhere.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, maybe.
God, yeah, but and literally when he comes, he has no option but to come everywhere.
Everywhere, down all the holes.
Like a water
No way
cat.
directing that, pal.
So his Instagram is ROBUCHHOLZ.
Reported.
Rob. And that, so I had a look at different
Worst one,
suspension poses.
Yeah.
So they've got different names. So there's the knee one. You hung with hooks in your knees.
Above your knees there.
No,
That's a rough one, that.
That's
is-
bad.
Yeah.
My knees are fucked anyway.
Yeah.
I have to cod liver oil. 41, I can't be spending that.
Grease up the hooks. Resurrection, a suspension. You're held up by hooks, usually 2 rows on the belly. It gives the impression of rising from death as the suspendee is curved backwards,
So a bit like
facing
an
up.
exorcism.
Yeah,
Like,
hung up by your belly. Oh.
no thanks.
I don't
that
think that
is-
would be as bad getting pierced, though. Because obviously they have to put the hooks in.
Yeah.
I think you've got quite a bit of, like, I don't know if your belly would be as painful as through your thighs, through your knee meat.
So just
Do you know what I
Johnny
mean?
Buckle
Yeah,
or something, innit?
It just reeks of sort of like saw trap mentality of
They
like
swing on them and
Yeah.
everything, no? Like, they
That's-
go
It's mental.
swinging and shit like that.
There's one
Ugh.
called suicide.
I feel.
They're placed in the upper back, so the suspendee is hanging upright,
Yeah.
similar to someone who's hung themselves.
All funny, yeah.
Lovely. This is a review from someone who enjoys suspension. When my feet left the floor, it was like a nuclear bomb went off inside me, and everything just pushed out at the speed of light. I was blown away, and in a matter of minutes, my eyes were wider than they'd ever been before. I felt completely rejuvenated, completely new, like a totally different human being.
Whatever.
Maybe
My
we should have
pectoral
a go.
muscles have been
3 stars. The buffet was weak.
Maybe we should try it. Would you try? Would you have a
Patreon
go?
special. I'm not doing that.
Go on, why not? Yeah, fuck it.
All right, James
Rough
can do
that.
it.
Yeah,
You'd have a.
yeah.
What one did you go for?
Oh, that,
I'll
it's
do it,
easier
yeah.
to say yes.
The suicide one.
Put it on the CV.
You
Resurrection
can bring your
by the Belly.
poetry noose with you.
Yeah.
Don't mind, I've got my own. Someone grab it and give it a tug. Good night.
Yeah, go on then. I know.
Would you really do it?
Yeah.
I don't believe.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think he's got a darkness in him, James.
No, just because
Because what?
Let's move on to the next addiction.
I would love it if you go, the hole's already here. All right. Hello,
Very
James.
easy. Yeah.
Brought your hooks.
What do we think this woman's?
Something mad. Something mad.
I bet it's something like dressing as a space opera.
I think
Ooh.
like punishing people.
It's something from the chin down.
Well, she zooms in on all the
just
people's
zoomed in.
faces.
All right, okay.
She's addicted to chin implants.
Well, yeah, what's behind it? So it's out in public.
I mean, the picture is just a face.
All right, okay. I was looking for
There's
clues
no-
like the last one when
There's
you
no
zoomed
clues.
out.
I'm going for your instinct. Just what?
Yeah,
what
I
you-
think there's a like a
Big
What's behind
tits.
her eyes? Big tits.
Oh.
aggressive kink.
What's behind her?
Yeah, she looks like a dominatrix kind.
Dominatrix.
I bet she loves people dressed as dogs.
So it's cosmetic surgery. I'm just going to show you a before. Right, that's a before.
I got it. Oh, and a big.
Fattest vagina.
That is a fat vagina. That to
Wow.
be fair, isn't it?
I'm not being like Alf Ramsey and carry on. I can't see that. I'm gonna have to take a closer look.
Here we go.
Gonna have to
That's horrid.
get a closer look at these warlocks.
Let's have a look at this fat vagina.
There's a fat vagina, that innit?
Have you seen Dory's fat vagina, Gerald? Come on. Where's your granddad?
Yeah, so fattest vagina.
It looks like Homer
James,
Simpson.
not
that,
Alf
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Very
She has
fat.
got big tits
Vagina.
as well, though. So I was,
Yeah,
I was
no,
hard
but
for
now
it.
also, right, so let me just tell you.
Is that her ordering her fat vagina? The phone.
One
Two
fat
fat
vaginas. Mary Magdalene,
Oh,
that's
Nah.
her name.
can't be a real name, I think.
Became a social media sensation after undergoing surgery to have the world's fattest vagina. She nearly died during her fat vagina surgery and had to have 2 blood transfusions. She describes her female genitalia as a female ball sack. The now 25-year-old, that's not good, is it?
She
25.
really looks a lot older than 20. Not to have a go at her, but she's aged with that fat vagina. Has put years on her.
Could you imagine your job at the first day? I've always wanted to work at Guinness. I'm so excited. I can't wait to start. What are we doing? Are we doing, the tallest man again? Or, how many, I don't know, wooden blocks you can chop in a minute? No, fattest vagina. Huh?
Yeah,
Cool.
get her in.
Awesome. Yeah. Love that.
I want you to get out there on the streets. I want to see the fattest vagina on my desk by the end of today. You call that fat? Get the fuck out of here. Get out.
Don't come back until you found the fattest. That's so funny, that.
Yeah, so you've all seen the fat vagina. She had lots of surgery. Her latest procedure was she had a 3rd nose job to get a Barbie nose.
Oh, I thought you said like a 3rd nose, like added.
Oh, yeah, like
fuck
a-
off.
To a vagina.
To a vagina.
Just above it. That's what they should do, really. If you have a nose job, just have them put somewhere.
Somewhere else.
That'd
Yeah,
be
yeah.
funny,
It'll smell
wouldn't
like behind you and
it?
that.
Yeah.
Like,
Not even like symmetric, there's like one there.
yeah.
Like on the
Just anyway.
side, out.
Well, they do that though, don't they? They grow. That was so scouse of me as well.
I know,
They
they
do
do.
that, don't they?
Yeah.
Like grow like other body parts on. Like one guy had a dick grown on his arm
Oh my God.
and like noses and shit like that because it just
And then-
takes better to the certain areas.
Yeah, like an ear.
Yeah,
I think they
yeah.
have done with ears.
Yeah,
haven't they,
yeah,
to get-
man.
Can put you on hold. Don't know what you're doing with this one.
Hello. No, it'd be silly.
Excellent.
So she had more
so
surgery.
she's
Good
also
thing to
had
the arm.
she's also had cat eye surgery to create more
God.
slanted eyes, and I'm going to show you a picture of her.
Surely that's cultural appropriation, isn't it?
So you've seen the fat vagina.
Oh, we've seen it.
Have a look at them fat tits.
Fucking hell, is that like the new Star Wars, that?
That's mad.
How does she get about?
How does she find tops that fit?
So a top says, this is a quote, I have had 3 nose jobs, buccal fat removal, 2 brow lifts, multiple fat
What's
transfers.
buccal fat removal?
Cheeks.
Oh.
Lost count of all the filler in my lips and cheeks, 2 sets of 20 veneers, 4 boob jobs, not including revisions, lipo multiple times, 3 BBLs, butt implants, butt injections, and yes, I am going to have more surgery. Why? Because I can and want to. Girl, bye. That's what a t-shirt says.
Okay.
I thought it was going to be on a partridge in a pear tree.
Yeah.
They are vast.
They're massive, them, aren't
Yeah.
they?
I was going to ask what
Expansive.
the job was, but it's a social influence, that's it. So it doesn't really matter, does it?
No, it's just one of them, innit? You get all this surgery to sort of gain a bit of attention and that. And
She'll have a lot of followers.
yeah.
Oh my God. Well, she's got one more. It worked.
Yeah. So, what would you have plastic surgery?
Yes, I would definitely have hair plugs.
Yeah.
Plan.
Next question. No, I would.
Keep it rolling.
I was joking. I've always had when I used to obviously have my Liam Gallagher hair when I was younger, and then I always had a widow's peak. So I was like, well, it's obviously just the widow's peak, and I went, oh no, he's going. But it's taken so long, really.
Yeah.
I think like you've probably already known me since I've had this pointy, receding hairline. But now it's getting to the point where I'm going, this is all.
It's not holding on for long.
I'm not having this.
It's like
So
on the cliff.
So I would I'd strengthen the borders.
Yeah.
I'd plug up this. I wouldn't bring it. It'd be weird if I came next time.
Just right down here. Yeah.
Yeah, hey, I don't know what you're talking about. I've got no addictions. Lifting my hair up.
Big fat fanny lips as well.
Yeah, big fat. Brushing my hair.
So you go hair plugs. You could
I
just go and
reckon
do that in Turkey, couldn't you, if you wanted?
Yeah, well, I was thinking that, and then, but then I wonder if I tell people, if I just turn up to the first gig and I'm just like, hey everyone, and people are like,
Yeah, no, yeah.
mention his fucking hair.
Would you try anything like a toupee?
I was thinking of that as a laugh, just as a joke to see how people would react.
See if anyone would call you out on it.
But then they probably wouldn't say anything and have to go on stage with it on like spinning.
Well, when you get, can you choose what hair it is, or is it from the back of your head?
I think they take it from the back.
Yeah.
I don't know really.
Which what?
Did you not get curly fringe or?
Oh no, you take it from your body, innit?
Yeah.
I think it's either.
Can you do your pubes?
Some of it's the back of the head, but some of it is like from somewhere else, I think. Pubes on your head.
Yeah, that's where I'm getting. I'm having it tested there first.
Yeah.
Let's see how you get on with this, and then I'll upgrade you to the top.
Would you have any cosmetic surgery, James?
Yeah,
What would you have?
just a complete hit
Overall?
F5. Let's see what comes up.
Refresh, looking
Yeah.
like Jason Momoa.
That would. I mean, I've always liked the fake abs,
Oh yeah,
just because I've tried to.
you can't be far off real abs though. Just from
I don't want to
being quite slim.
No, I don't know. There's a bit of a
Oh, you carry it all around the old
what would you
skinny fat.
yeah. Bit of chub, but the fake abs. But then I'm worried that if you don't keep it, this is what the problem is. I think it's all good and it looks great, but if you don't maintain it, what?
My only thing with
What
it is that
happens?
you don't have the
That wasn't funny.
the functional strength that comes with having abs. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you look like you've got abs, and then you're lying down on the floor and you can't sit up.
Yeah.
Can't get out of
You're like,
bed
how have you got them? And you're
in
like,
the morning.
Or if, you do put on, do they just go pop off when you?
I don't know. You can get like sculpting as well, where they sort of I don't know whether they just sort of fill in between, so it just gives more of an illusion rather than ab implants. Do you know what I mean?
I just never understood, if you really want them, you can get them.
Yeah.
I just think, why don't you just do that
Yeah.
rather than that? With
The
that.
ass.
I don't think you
I know
can
it is,
grow a fat vagina though.
Yeah.
Well, some people just don't try.
There's a guy at my
Some people don't have to try.
there's a guy at my university who sold machetes,
All right.
Yeah.
Machete John, was it?
Oh, pest. But he also did stand up as well. The balaclava.
Yeah.
Yeah, the masked. I'd love that. And imagine the masked comedian. Off.
Yeah.
Who is? Sorry, that's it. Oh, I might pitch that to ITV. But he came in with all like red marks over him in the shapes. Like, what have you done? And he went, "Oh, I've scarification. It's called."
Yeah, right.
And it's just like
Just
lasered.
cut skin off.
They
Skin
carve
off.
your
Just
skin
scalp
off.
it off.
And they just you get carved like stars into
I
his
know a
arms.
fella who
It's-
got arrested for like GBH and doing surgeries, like
Splitting tongues.
admitting anaesthetic like without a license, because he was doing all them body mod things like
Cut
splitting
someone's ear
tongues,
off.
cutting ears off, like scarification and all that. And he got arrested for it.
like a sort of goth shipman.
Well, but no, the thing is though, he weren't doing it to like people
Oh, okay.
unwillingly.
Oh, okay.
Like these were all people who'd gone to him.
yeah.
So he hadn't done anything wrong, but because he was doing it all like without legal, like medical whatever, he ended up getting done for like GBH or whatever. But I don't think it was anyone like no one that he'd done it to had like went and complained about him or anything like that. Just people found out he was doing it, and then they were like, "You can't do shit like this. You can't just cut people's ears off because they want you to."
It was the first time that it had been brought up, like at a trial.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I think they had to put new laws in place or something because there was no regulations for it really.
No.
It would be good to commit the first crime of a certain type of crime, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
It doesn't
yeah.
have to be anything
Like
particularly.
bumming sea monkeys or
Yeah. Well,
Women sea monkeys.
not been caught yet. Crime of passion.
Yeah, that
They
would be
hadn't
mad.
even hatched.
Imagine or like, do you know, doing something that people have been doing for years, but then you get like it starts, the
Yeah.
law starts.
That's what happens.
Enough is enough.
And they go, "Hey, you can't bum children anymore." And you're like, "Oh, is that today?"
Yeah.
Damn.
You
Get in
do
the
know
van.
that's not allowed. Just before
It was back in the day.
Yeah,
though,
I
wasn't
thought you were doing a new one. I was like,
No, no.
that is
What I mean
that's
is,
already
like-
in place. That one, mate.
it? Like living through something that
Yeah.
becomes illegal. And then, like, you get cut. You're the first one called for it, and you're like, "Shit, was that today?"
Like the chip,
Damn.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
chipped.
marijuana.
Yeah, at midnight, like the
Marijuana, yeah.
purge. At midnight tonight.
Yeah,
no more.
yeah,
No
quick.
more of that.
Yeah.
The chipped fire stick is that now.
Oh, like IPTV and all
yeah,
that.
and people.
It's fucking load of shite. That.
Loads of people do it,
There's
but
fucking
one
crimes
person
going
gets
on out
caught
there.
and
Go out
then-
and fucking sort them out, will you? Knocking on people's doors looking for fire sticks. Fuck
Exactly,
off.
yeah.
Does me head in. Do you know what I mean?
Better.
You get fucking people getting stabbed to death and all that, and you're like,
Exactly,
people
yeah.
coming in because you're watching a 3:00 match. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Does me
yeah.
head in.
that's-
You will paint.
you know what I mean?
Just Weatherspoon's playing music without a light,
Yeah,
without paying
yeah.
royalties.
Yeah.
You will pay to watch the Banshees of Inisherin
No, I won't.
at the Odeon. Thank you very much.
Does me head in.
Right.
Sorry.
I just want to remind you all what she looked like before.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Mad,
mad,
isn't
isn't it?
bonkers.
Fat vagina.
Wow. It's bananas that. Oh right. So when I went to look for the social media, I found this art page, Mary
Oh.
Magdalene Art,
Is that hair?
and well, yeah.
Oh, she does her own.
Whoa,
How
them
does she get
tits
close
are
enough
mad,
to
you
the
know.
canvas?
Yeah.
Look at
Just a really long brush.
Yeah.
Tits.
Isn't that mad?
Yeah.
Wow.
Tell you what, well.
this is
It's definitely
so,
subjective.
Yeah,
Are they like
she's got a career with fat
self-portraits?
vagina. Thank God she got that fat vagina. She's not going to make any money off her fucking paintings. Shit, love. Let's have another look at that fat vagina.
Thank God you've got a fat vagina. Oh, that's funny, that.
I mean,
We'll be putting them on the fridge.
An art page has 57,000 followers.
Yeah,
But-
we know why they follow.
What was alarming was the bio for the art page is I'm telling you. So it says, "Hi, I'm Mary Magdalene. Art saved me. My personal Instagram." And she's got two. Mary Sebastian Pickles. That's her Instagram, which is why I couldn't find it. The art page come up first, and then King Sebastian Pickles. That's her other Instagram.
I wonder why I couldn't have Mayor Sebastian Pickles. I have Mayor Sebastian Pickles 234 because of you. Thanks. Like a right knobhead.
King Sebastian Pickles. The bio says, "Rebirth of Mary Magdalene. Here I am, Divine Denise." And then
one big
and
tit.
then uniboob.
She's just right.
Just one
Okay.
big tit.
Jesus Christ.
What are you doing?
What's going on? I mean, it might have popped.
Wouldn't you have gone for 3? Like Total Recall.
3's hack.
Yeah.
1.
Yeah, boo.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, just one big one right in the middle. Not even in the middle.
4
is there
would
only
be
one
others.
nipple, or is the
2 nipples, 1 boob.
yeah
Interesting.
one big mistake? the biggest heist of their lives. 2 nipples.
That's mad.
Yeah. So I think they have a male persona and a female persona now, but 1 boob.
The boobs.
No, the
Oh, sorry, right.
Maybe the other one's round the back. Spins them.
Yeah, that's mad, that, isn't it?
That's
Yeah.
that is
Well, they've really run with it.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There should have been an intervention from a careers officer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
killing.
Killing. That is. They are basically a West wannabe.
Yeah.
Aren't they?
West adjacent.
They're like a little West.
Yeah. Killing animals with hammers.
Yeah.
Yeah. They do some form of sexual activity. I
Yeah.
think.
It'd be swing. Yeah, it must be
Ooh,
swinging
shagging
or-
cars.
Keys in-
He shags cars, that
keys in
fella.
the bowl.
Yeah.
No, he just sticks his dicks in
Inflatophilia.
in absorbs. In absorbs?
It'd
Exhausts.
be funny if he did that and didn't have a license. Oh, the shame of it.
Inflator, is that balloons?
Yeah, or
We
like
had that
being,
the other week.
being put in suits. Yeah,
A
that-
fella who's propping into balloons just
Yeah.
went and shagged.
yeah,
he had
he's
a
got
balloon room and
he's got a
just shagged the
balloon room.
balloons.
Yeah, like 100
And his
balloons.
wife's just sound
He's
with
got a
it.
wife?
Yeah, but wouldn't you rather that than him
No.
going around with like cheating on you? Just go.
Honestly, I'd
have a
rather them
different-
Let me
shag
smell
kids.
your fingers.
I'd rather be alone.
I'd rather them shag kids than shag balloons.
Balloon-shaped kids.
Obviously not.
No. That's why he's been running at those parties, those kids' parties. It's the balloons. Thank God.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
Doll nonce.
Oh, he's into dolls. One of these dudes.
Oh, they're
Nonce.
bad.
Oh, and it is
friends.
a knock because they look.
Very
Wasn't
young.
there like?
Yeah.
Wasn't there a thing where they were going shipping these dolls over? And then they went. They look like kids.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
someone that was trying to like get a thing passed of being able to make child-sized sex dolls to stop paedophiles committing crimes. Because they're like, isn't it better that they shag this doll than
I
go
don't
out and
think-
ruin a child's life?
Yeah, I don't think it is. I mean,
No?
saying that, GTA 5 has stopped me killing lots of pedestrians.
But like,
I don't know. Now I
it
think
kind
about
of makes sense what they say of like, this can stop abuse, but it's mad that someone's gonna have to make
Yeah.
these dolls
And
and
it's the other way around. Is like when you've got dogs and you're training them to attack people who
Yeah.
wear balaclavas and things. There you go. That's basically the same thing to me. Going, hey, go on, there you go. Start off with that doll.
yeah,
See how you
true.
get on.
Yeah. Imagine
Yeah.
getting the when the neighbours aren't in.
Yeah.
And they knock on yours and you go, can you sign for this for next door? And you're like, oh, God.
Oh yeah.
Why, no, get
What
this,
is this?
get rid.
Wish they wrapped it.
Leave on doorstep.
Yeah,
Do
yeah,
not.
Yeah. This way up. Just stuck there in the corner.
But yeah, so
Jesus.
how much money has he spent on dolls, this
Bob
fella?
Gibbons
Bob
has
Gibbons.
spent £100,000
Fucking ridiculous.
on 240
There's people
sex
starving in the world,
dolls
Bob.
that he shares with his wife. Bob claims he's never had
there any-
sex with any of the dolls,
Oh, fuck off,
fuck
Bob.
off, Bob.
but he enjoys dressing them in sexy underwear.
No, he's shagged all them
I
I
dolls.
bet Bob's like one of those knobheads that live in a shithole. They've got 3 Ferraris in the front.
Yeah.
You know,
He spends
in the
all
front, you
his
don't
money
see-
on dolls.
Yeah, all his
that's
They'll
all it
dolls.
drive
is.
them.
yeah. Just like to look at them. Yeah.
They store some of them in coffins because it's nice and secure.
Oh, check Bob's.
No,
everything.
Bob.
Oh god.
Oh,
No.
Bob.
This reminds me of a show. in America that was like a thing like this about people's obsessions. And one was a guy who was obsessed with Pac-Man, but there was a woman who was obsessed with Lord of the Rings. But she had a family, and she would take the cardboard cutouts to the restaurant when they all went out.
No,
and it'd be like,
can't go out with you. Sorry.
put the table for 7. Where's Gimli gonna sit?
Gimli can stay in the car.
You can go under the table. He's done. Put him in that baby chair.
And she would we can get a maze for Gimli. She would go to Legolas and be like, "Oh, what's Legolas gonna have for a starter?"
Oh my god,
Oof.
that's mad.
Reeks
Innit?
of that.
Yeah.
His DNA is on all of them.
Bob Gibbons needs fucking.
Do you know what's dead
sorting out, doesn't
sad? His wife was like, "Oh, we didn't used to spend any time together, and now since we've got the dolls, he likes spending more time with me." I was like, "Leave, lovely."
Because he doesn't like spending time with you.
Run, just run.
Says Bob admits he treats the dolls like real people by talking to them, giving them something to do like playing the piano or reading a book,
What you
and
mean?
insisting they wear seatbelts when they go out on drives.
They drive with them.
Yeah, and this one here, he's put wheels on so they can dance together.
Oh, fuck me, Bob.
What a
Don't
fucking
tell him what
pest.
AI is.
Yeah.
Oh, he's definitely got a
Yeah.
proper sex robot
Yeah.
now.
Go and watch Megan
Oh God.
at the cinema. That new horror
Terrible.
film with the doll.
Yeah, that's mad. That.
Hello,
Crazy.
Bob.
Never
Hello,
shagged him.
Bob. Mad.
Never shagged him.
He's shagged. He's in bed with them.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
fucking
He's in bed. He's having a.
just dressed them up sexy in blue balls myself. Who are you, fucking Gandhi or something?
Insane. Why? And also, why have you posed? Why
Yeah.
would you go? Oh, that's a good idea. That'd be nice. Or we'll be in the paper.
Bob with all my
I was in the
bitches.
paper once for winning the fancy dress at Butlins. That was as easy as it
Was
is to
it?
get in the paper. Yeah, yeah.
What was the fancy dress?
Well, you won't be surprised to hear my mum did the fancy dress. Quite inventive, I think, at the time. 28 years old I was. A barrel of laughs.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
That's good.
So
it
you're
was
just a big barrel.
And with braces on it. Not a real barrel. She made out of cardboard. With jokes all around it.
Yeah.
And in fact, a little bit for the Scousers as well. I had a feather duster with jokes on it.
Oh, nice.
But I remember being really embarrassed because I had to get in my vest and pants before they put it on. I was just standing there really shy, being a barrel of laughs.
How come every time you're in your pants, you end up in the newspaper? How's that happen? How does that happen, Phil?
That's how I'm going to win. I need to fucking go and some competitions in my
In your
pants.
pants?
Phyllis came third in his
I
pants.
feel like
Oh,
you've
fuck.
defo done stand up in your pants before. You're a guy who's done stand up in your
I used
pants
to do it in
before.
just hot pants.
Oh, there we go.
I remember
I remember you told us about the kids. When you done was it Funs and Games or the kids show or something?
Oh, I did it once. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you
I
told
did
us
that
last time,
once
I think,
in
yeah.
There was a guy, there was a guy who was, I think he might have been in like the Loft Bar or something, and this guy was having a go at you about the show.
Oh, my show.
And he was like, the Funs and Games, he was like, mate, it's fucking not on that. And you were like, mate, you're at the Edinburgh Fringe, it's a fucking...
Oh,
a movie, and
really?
he's
I
like-
can't even remember that.
Yeah.
I was mostly drunk in Edinburgh, I think, back then, was
Yeah.
I? Or was he angry about the idea of the show?
I think because, the hot pat, he was like, mate, that's fucking wrong. And you were like, mate, you're the biggest...
That guy's on Twitter now fuming about Sam Smith, defo.
Yeah.
Whoever
Yeah,
he
yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Biggest arts festival in the world.
Mm,
Yeah, I did. But I didn't do the kids show in hot pants a
Oh.
lot. I did do it a couple of
Oh,
a lot.
It was, I'll tell you after the podcast, but it was to do with...
Someone.
Oh, the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that wasn't Funs and Games, was it?
Oh,
Yeah, that
okay.
was I was doing late and live. And all sorts of
Oh,
shit.
right, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, is that when you used to thingy people?
Yeah. And this person stood up and went, "That's really out of order." I was like going, well, and everyone's enjoying it. Going, "That's how it's this guy." And as they were shouting at me, I started winding the camera on in my pocket, and I went, "Oh, really?" I went, then it went to shit, and tables were flying, and they all
Yeah,
got
kick
kicked
off,
out.
did he? Yeah.
So I had to go get my bag from the loft bar, and you were coming in. To the loft
Yeah,
bar, weren't
and
you?
I think he was like...
And
Getting
he
thrown out or
come in as
something.
I was going out. He was going, "You fucking thing." And I was going, he went, "You really offended my wife." I went, "Well, your wife," because the bouncer was there, I think. I went, "Yeah, well, your wife's a fucking idiot then." And he went, "And you've offended me." I went, "Well, you're a fucking idiot then." Perfect. And then,
Perfect for each other. Fuck off.
what was that thing? Someone reminded me, I think it was Sloss there or something.
Yeah, and
or-
he went, how's your Edinburgh going, Phil?
That was it, yeah.
Yeah.
He went, He went, I don't. Someone reminded me. He went, well, I don't want to fall out because I went. There's no film in the camera. That's the joke. So I used to just chat to someone as I was chatting. I take a picture. It's still a joke. I just adapted it, and it's this really stupid, silly joke. It hasn't got any connotations to it. It's such a silly.
You barely even mention the camera. Do you? Like you sort of go and put it back in your pocket, and everyone's like, "What the fuck's happening?"
It's just such a weird thing too. Like, sometimes I'll be chatting to you. I go, "Oh, you seem like such a nice couple. That's really nice." And I just go, and then walk. Weird, like, oh, what a weird thing to happen. And she'd taken offence to this, and then so as she was shouting at the gig, I then took a photo of her, thinking that was fair. I went, "Oh, really?" I went, "No, you're right. There's offence." I went, anyway, and then that's when it kicked off. So he was shouting at me there, and then he went, "I don't want to fall out with you." And I thought, I don't know what I meant. I went, "Well, I have not even fallen in with you."
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Proper no coward. Like, hey, I think you'll find, sir. One is not falling in with one. And then,
wait
I think
2 weeks, you get them developed. You can have them.
I know, yeah, it was awful. And then he sort of calmed down a bit, and I managed to get past it. But he'd come up to the loft bar to find me. I was like,
no way.
I was looking really brave with the doorman there.
Yeah, and then he's here now.
Yeah, he's a really nice bloke. He's just quite a slim gentleman. But I was like, help.
We're probably going to have to wrap up today because we've got somewhere to be soon, haven't we? Get some phase 1 on the go. You're on the door in 45 minutes, so.
Oh, right. We're going to
get cracking. So where can people find you, man?
On Instagram at Phill Ellis Comedy.
Yeah.
And the
Fortnite.
Phill Ellis. Fortnite. Old Pip on Fortnite.
Phill posts lovely food as well. Lovely beige cuisine.
Some beautiful beige cuisine. Check it out.
Got 6 sausages.
Yeah. Oven baked. Imagine an oven baked sausage. You have to. I'll show you. And come and see me on tour.
Yeah, definitely go see Phill on tour. It's hilarious, man. But I'd say one of the best shows we've seen at Edinburgh when we went. Looking forward to seeing the next one.
Amazing.
But yeah, nice one for coming on, man.
No, thank you very much for having me.
We'll see you again soon. Hopefully get you on. Mick, if you start that podcast, get you both back on.
Yeah. With Mick, we'll see how much we can annoy each other.
Yeah. We can just sit and watch us go. James, anything coming up?
A burlesque performance?
My alarm.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. Just you can find me at James Allen 27.
When's your pod coming?
I want to say next. I'm just a bit worried.
Of course you are.
Next month, a bit worried.
What?
The art, I think it's gonna be a bit shit.
Well, you never know.
Just do
it and then see how it goes.
Try to keep plugging away.
Yeah.
You can follow that.
We'll be back at shipping forecast.
If you enjoyed that, if you join that poem, there's more. Join the podcast. There's more of that.
Yeah.
Do you do commissions?
Yeah. If you want, if you want to get in, I will email you a poem in the style of a 16-year-old James
for at least £20.
For £20. Yeah.
Perfect.
And it'll be depressing.
Sweet.
Shipping forecast as well. Sorry.
Shipping forecast starting in March. Patreon. Get on it. Loads of stuff.
Loads of specials. Special every month and recordings from home. Recordings with.
We go on Omegle on mushrooms. Speak to strangers. Always fun.
I wrote Dean a set.
Wrote me a set. I had to perform it in front of people. We done axe throwing, VR, sports day. What else have we done? Sex swingers special, which is
the
people
best
have been
special we've
buzzing
done.
off. Yeah.
Everyone loved it. We've also got merch available at comedymerch.co.uk.
Yeah, all that stuff. Just nice one for support and
Thank you.
Take it easy. See you in a bit.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.